last time on D&D, our intrepid adventurers got, near-death experiences and been put into some sort of hell. And in this hell, they are trapped and trying to survive.
I feel like a game of
encounter-
telephone is happening right now.
Yes. They what do they do? They met a group of other adventurers who have been trapped in this same area for a very long time, and by befriending them, they've learned of a way to escape this foul place. But that place is defended by a great beast. That's all they know, and they have to find a way to get past this beast by defeating it. But right now, the group is demoralized, and so the band of adventurers needs to find a way to remoralize the town or the camp and be able to what do you call it? Band together to defeat the thing so they can all escape together. So I think that's horribly done justice there.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and edit and make cliff notes there on the side. But no, that was a decent recap, especially for somebody that doesn't have a whole bunch of notes in front of them.
Thank you.
Hey, man, you did great, dude.
But yes, 100%. I could see why Aaron might see this place as a form of hell. It is dreary, it is dank, it is rot, it is dark. It is definitely not an ideal place for healing. But yes, y'all did experience a not a near death, but an actual death experience. As you were all ripped and torn away and burnt asunder by this lich-like being and sent to this horrible place known as the Ditches, where you met a group of people known as the Dredgers. And as you were brought into that group and introduced yourselves, you were in essence welcomed as one of the Dredgers yourselves.
Well put.
Very much told about a potential exit, although as much as they claim it to be an exit, stress that anyone dumb or crazy enough to try to do it has died from the aforementioned creature that you mentioned. And you met a number of different individuals there, all that have been there for varying amounts of times. However, I'll say give me a either insight or perception check, Aram, just to make an addendum to see if you recognize this, if that's something you were kind of actually looking out for. Insight or perception.
Don't matter. Let's see. Go insight. Ooh. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So after kind of meeting all the different, the different dredgers at the camp, it's safe to assume with that Dirty 20 that Yezhin is probably the one that has been at this camp longer than anybody, or has been in the ditches longer than anybody.
I know, buddy. Gotcha.
But as you made yourselves known, introduced yourselves, offered a healing hand of one of your party members, got to know the different individuals here, all of which seemingly equivalently wanting to leave this place but again, out of fear of not being able to survive out in the ditches, let alone against such a horrible creature, everyone malnourished and weakened. As you said, there is a certain lack of morale within the camp and lack of confidence that such a task could be accomplished. After meeting Abradus, you learned that to help with Yezhin and his reinforcements, as well as for Abradus to actually potentially forge new weapons and armor, that he needed some raw material, salvaged material from the ditches themselves, and requested that anything that you could find and bring back would aid in this cause. I believe Gregort had a conversation with what was it?
Screecher?
He did with Secher, or Secher. It's Secher. Managed to get hydrated, so he was rejuvenated for the next day and a half. And I believe in passing also learned of an express interest of trying to find some sort of flora, some sort of plant that can actually survive and potentially thrive in this rotted place. Because most of what they have is barely making do. Most of what, Secher's plants look like are heavily wilted and dying. There's not a lot of light down here, obviously. And their magic can only go so far. For so long. And so Gregor learned a little bit about that. I believe Bourgeot and possibly the professor conferred with Lemnor, learning about a lost companion. Based off the insight check, I believe there was a hint that there was a good chance that this companion could be dead, but that Lemnor had not given up hope and would not do so until she found proof to the contrary. You didn't really learn much about Coral, just mentioning of the name, but you did learn that much for sure. So an express interest of anything that could be found that might hint at her companion's whereabouts would be appreciated. I believe Gregor...
Netta. I think Gregor talked to somebody talked to Dwayne Netta about the relics. She was looking for relics and arts and ancient stuff.
Correct. She's fascinated. She's kind of the one person here that tries to see the silver lining of being in whatever this place is. It having so many remnants of this ancient and long lost society, she finds it utterly fascinating. So for her, that's kind of like the one good thing about this horrid place. And she said, yeah, if you could find anything at all that potentially could help fuel her research, tools, art, writings, engravings, anything at all that could be found that could somehow provide information on this, pre-Darkfall, pre-Astoyan Empire society, she would be incredibly grateful. She stressed she didn't really have much for recompense, but stressed that she would be fueling an important cause for lost knowledge. And I believe that was pretty much everybody you guys conferred with and spoke with. Eventually deciding to head out of camp and start heading southward using the map on Roll20, although the adventurer loves to fucking rotate the map on me for some reason. which really messes with my ability to give you guys proper cardinal directions. But, where is your guys' little token?
We're right at the mouth of the room, or the chamber we entered.
Oh, yeah, you're just super small. There we go. I'm gonna kind of make that bigger. Alright. And so, yeah, you guys are basically here in this chamber. You guys have taken the last hour or so to collect yourselves, heal yourselves up a little bit, treat your wound, wrap your wounds. And you stand here in this chamber. And again, just to remind you of what you're seeing around you, you know, the ditches here, again, is a macabre place of dirt, darkness, and undeath. This place, however, seems like it may have kind of once been different. You recall seeing like bits and pieces of collapsed and overgrown segments of potential old structures, maybe an old path or roadway. Massive roots kind of winding their way through the floor and ceiling here of this chamber, looping in and out through the barriers of the chamber here. The ground kind of shrouded with vegetation, though it kind of grows barren and brown. You can see hatchet marks kind of mar some of the roots here where the dredgers have come here to gather firewood. Now, as you guys are kind of standing here or sitting here, kind of collecting your breaths and healing up, doing this short rest, I'd like you guys to choose somebody in your party to make a roll.
What kind of roll?
Archimedes.
It's a random roll.
A straight 20 roll?
No. I hear Archimedes.
Got one vote for me.
Going once.
Archimedes, you got this, man.
I got
Alright,
two for
Chris.
Archimedes. Going twice.
You got it. Got it, Archimedes.
Alright,
Three.
sold.
A
for three
D20?
Archimedes. No, I need you to roll a D100 or the percentile die.
How the fuck do I do that?
Percentile. You click on the percentile dice. It looks like two D10s next to each other.
Okay.
It's just this
D100 it says,
Yep.
so I just click
Yep.
that.
Yep. Bam.
What'd you get?
14.
Okay.
Damn, that'd be a good divine intervention roll. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, not right now. That's
Not
still
right
way too
now.
high.
If you're like
Um,
level 15, then you'd be like, sweet
Yeah.
lord.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, the Starlight roll that as her divine intervention roll. Game over. We win.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But nothing happens as of right now. So you all kind of are sitting here, nestled against these gnarled roots that grow throughout this chamber. Your breaths gathered, processing the things you just faced, and probably the events of the last 24 hours, as it hasn't really been that long since you all experienced what it felt like to die.
How's everybody feeling after that fight?
Well,
Not
feels
so
a bit,
good.
feels a bit sore, but I think this time we walk around with some torches, and Arthur will pull out his torch and relight it.
I think.
I'd say it'd still be lit. It's on the ground. You can walk over and kind of pick it up, unless
Okay.
you put it out for the short rest, I guess.
I'd have to apologize, guys. Mr. Yezhin kind of talked to me about some places he had set traps before we had run off. And I didn't really realize it when we got into here, but he did mention that this looks like an area that they tried to make into a garden, but it didn't work out because he said there were lots of rats, and he said there was plenty undead in this room. And I probably should have warned us before we really entered and look around to be careful. So, yeah, this chamber was probably my fault, and I will apologize for not informing you guys.
Hey,
ahead of time.
hey, hey. It is not your fault. We all are in a very unfortunate place. We should always be aware of our surroundings. So, we survived. We will pursue on together.
Don't be so hard
Room
on
we should
yourself.
take back to camp.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Do we see anything that would be useful for the camp in this room?
These tools I found.
Yeah, I think I picked up a hammer or two from that cart over there.
Yeah, these are very, very ancient tools. I mean, they don't necessarily have practical use, but they might have some salvageable components for Abradis or some intellectual significance for. We just said her name.
Doyenta.
Doyenta, yes. And you also managed to, I believe, successfully collect the components as you disarmed one of
the
Yezhin's traps in the chambers as well. And that's something that Yezhin had expressed an interest if you were out here, if you could collect those things for him. So
Yep.
definitely managed to find a number of things. I mean, again, everyone has been asking for you to bring multiple things, so it's not just any one thing, but you've definitely found some stuff of interest for a number of individuals at the camp.
And there's no flora here, really. This is
Yeah,
the place that we're trying.
Can we make a nature checks to see if there's any, like, hey guys, is there any sort of like vegetation or anything? Because I think that little doll character was looking for some sort of stuff.
Yeah, he did look like a wooden puppet type of thing.
Yeah,
Quite-
there's something
quite
about. I've
interesting,
never seen
yeah.
anything like that before, so.
Yeah,
It's mostly
same-
just like
same here.
along its
Place is full of
jawline and
surprises.
fingers that you can see that,
Yeah.
because most of him is
Yeah, he's all closed, but
shrouded. Yeah,
you can still
Yeah.
see his weirdness to him.
yeah.
I mean, there definitely seems to be a lot of roots around here. I don't know. Maybe we can find something.
Hmm.
I mean, they've probably been here before though, but
Probably. I mean, further
Maybe they-
exploration. Definitely.
maybe they
needed.
missed something in their haste. That could be something. I mean, if we have a moment here, maybe we can spend to look around.
I think there might be some fungus around or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely some fungus around.
Well,
Smells awful ripe in here.
Yeah, it does have a unique rot type of scent.
I mean, you do see a great deal of kind of vegetation all along the ground, and of course all the kind of gnarled, massive root that travels along through the walls and through the ceilings here. You look
It's got to
around.
come from something.
You don't really see a lot of thriving vegetation here, though. Everything seems to be dried up and dead.
Sure.
Like just
Very
kind of,
wilted,
it's like old
yeah.
withered flowers kind of consistency. Everything's very dry, and it's amazing to you how this place can be so like dry in some places and so like humid and moist in others. Again, it's like the moment you start to get comfortable with one type of discomfort, it immediately transitions to the next. Again, this place, it literally feels like it's just incredibly unconducive to comfort and to life. Let's see. But yeah, you look around, that's for the most part what you find when it comes to the vegetation here in this chamber.
Does any of the fungus look edible or unedible to the point where it would poison somebody?
So I actually, I don't believe ever stressed that there were any fungi in this chamber. It's
Oh, did I just
shrouded
make that up?
vegetation was the word that I used.
We look for fungi.
In my imagination, there's fungus.
I
Don't go into my head and tell me I'm wrong.
I didn't want to take that away from you until you guys really dug at it. So, but technically in this chamber, there isn't really a lot of fungi situation going on. So,
How's everybody feeling? Everybody up for it to further
I'm gonna
explore?
I'm gonna use my axe as like a pull myself up and, well, besides, dying and then almost dying again today, I'm feeling a bit better. I think I could
Yeah,
go for
yeah.
another round.
That rest was definitely much needed. Oh, those shadows were quite brutal. Archimedes,
Yeah,
you,
you're telling me.
I'm glad to see that you're alive and kicking.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
gnarly scar you got on your
It's a
face there,
close
Lair.
call, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Greg, how are you with the you need that water treatment or you
I'm good, man. I'm still fresh and froggy.
yeah, it's
I
been
like
like
it, fresh and froggy.
maybe
Fresh and
2
froggy.
hours from like the whole meeting and getting doused with water and then traveling through the tunnels to make it to this chamber. So,
Yeah. And you said it's kind of like mucky here too, right? In some areas as well.
I mean, it was very, very muddy and mucky, kind of closer towards camp. In here, everything's very dry and brittled and gnarled root. It's like it transitions and shifts depending on, well, of course, where you're at here and all that. So,
Gotcha.
but
Push through this cave.
In this chamber, is there just one exit from where we entered?
there's the chamber entry where you came in, and then there is another point of ingress, what appears to be on the opposite side of the chamber,
Oh, yeah.
close to where you disarm the trap.
I guess I would like to cast Detect Good and Evil. I want to be like extra vigilant.
For
just
sure.
always.
So, what does this look like as you cast Detect Good and Evil?
Eyes just get a little glowy.
What color?
Gold.
Gold.
There we go.
Okay. So we watch as Gregor's eyes begin to give off this aurulent hue.
You should put down your goggles.
Keep me hidden, yeah, so they don't see the dark.
Sure.
Sure.
And you start to scan the room. You do get a bit of light celestial energy emanating from Arthur next to you.
Check.
But you
Yeah,
do
I
not
just wanna-
currently see anything.
Okay, but I'll just stay vigilant. That's all. Shall we push forward, guys, or wait here more?
Well,
Yeah,
I
let's
say
move on,
we,
I think.
We should
Yeah.
go forward, but we need to be careful. We're on the last leg, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody's used all of their short hit die and all that kind of stuff.
My
How many
D&D
hit
Beyond
die?
said that I haven't used any, but I'm pretty sure I used at least 1 or 2, because we had a short rest. So I'm going to say I have no hit dice.
Okay. Okay. And where are y'all headed?
Should we head back to the camp, or should we progress a little more forwards, or
Progress
what do you want?
forward.
Progress
I mean,
Yeah, I
I'm,
think forward
I'm
is
feeling
nice.
up to go forward again if you guys all
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, because you guys traveled
These
like
will-
maybe 2 hours. So,
And like 10 feet into this cave before.
Yeah.
well, don't treat the that tunnel space between chambers literally, right? It's basically this chamber leads to this chamber. Consider it more
Yeah.
like a planogram that's really fancily made into a map.
Gotcha. Well, I say we trek a little further, take a look. If we find more materials needed, then we'll make our way back before it gets too treacherous.
Nice.
I concur.
Seems like a good idea to me.
All right.
I will say that there is a room that Yejin suggested that, well, he didn't suggest, but he said that they dare not go into a chamber of a very dark one. And so he built traps to keep things from entering and from exiting. So I don't know. We'll just keep that in mind as we progress forward.
Oh, was that thing that you were examining earlier? Oh.
Oh, real
That
quick,
was one
guys.
in
I know
that
we just
one room,
started,
yeah.
but I gotta run to the bathroom already.
No problem.
Oh, girl bladder.
There's a tree over there.
Yeah, there's roots everywhere.
Oh, yeah, good idea. I need to take a leak too.
And your little halfling self can easily just kind of hop in between the crevice of two large gnarled roots and just take a piss. So you guys decide to press on, it sounds like. So, hold on, I'm trying to rotate this. There we go. I don't know why that bugged me, but it did.
Well, DM, I just got a quick question about the table. The materials that we did gather, does this seem like quite weighted? Like, will we be able to progress forward with the materials we acquired,
Some
or?
hammers, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
Two
We
couple.
had some tools that we found, and then I had parts from that trap. So I mean, I'm pretty sure I keep the parts in my backpack. Yeah.
Yeah, just write down that you've collected those things. Ancient tools and I believe I said to label it as Yezhin's Tinkerings.
Yep, that's what I did. I put that as Jezin's Tinkerings and all that
Sweet.
jazz.
So
Yeah, and I mean, there's 5 of us, so yeah, we could equally
I have-
distribute it if needed.
you
Well, I have
okay,
that
John?
stuff.
John,
Big
live.
old dab pit.
Yeah.
I can't mute it.
And
Wow.
as we progress forward, is it still very, very dark, or is there like little
Incredibly
cracks
dark.
of,
This
like,
place is
illumination?
incredibly dark. You do see the occasional. It's not necessarily a mushroom. It's not necessarily a flower. It is organic, but it's kind of like this strange sphere-looking thing. It almost looks like, when you get a really bad burn and it bubbles out. It almost looks like a lightly bioluminescent burn bubble protruding
like a blister.
from the wall. Exactly. But
Gotcha.
the light that these things give off is not very, like, it's just enough for you to be able to see it in the dark. It doesn't illuminate anything. If that
It's
makes
very,
sense.
very lowly dimmed light.
Yeah. But you guys start traversing, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to do the map stuff while also getting everything ready.
I'd like to be in the lead, guys, if you don't mind. And I can maybe find some traps or something.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
also need to worry about.
Oh,
Well, hold up. I can see really, really well in the dark. I have 120 dark vision. Let me just stay behind you at least.
Maybe you should take the lead then.
As a lookout.
oh yes,
You know,
indeed.
if you have a better time seeing.
I
'Cause
mean,
I can't
you
see
two
very
can
well
walk
here.
shoulder to shoulder, I would say, through these tunnels. So if you
Yeah,
two
we're
both
tiny.
want to be up front, that is
Yeah.
absolutely fine.
I will be. I'll be in the middle, holding the torch with whoever else is around.
Okay. I assume Borgio will probably be next to you, and then the professor kind of pulling up the rear, I'm assuming. Unfortunately, Logan's not here, so I can't ask him. But I'm assuming from his previous choices, he likes to be either up front or in the middle. So,
I give you the back, cover the rear.
I guess. I mean,
Whatever. I don't know why I said that. But
if
The cleric's
do you
got
want
this
him
in
to
the
be
rear.
there?
He's
I
good.
mean, because he can be. It's just you guys just
Hey,
cleared that
Logan's
room.
back.
Logan,
Hey,
do you want to be in the middle or in the back?
The front.
Okay, because we have Gregor and Aaron in the front.
I'll be in the middle then. I'll sprint into the middle quick. Oh, sorry about that, gents. I just had to let the old bladder loose, you know.
okay, it's all good.
Kind of catch up to Arthur, who's also kind of in the middle, and then the professor coming up in the rear. You guys traverse for another 35 minutes or so as you kind of wane through these kind of makeshift tunnels. You can start to feel more moisture in the air here, which is good. That's conducive to plant growth, since that's something you guys were actually looking into. But as the dampness kind of seeps into the earth and walls here, each step, kind of like walking across the forest floor, The roots grow thicker and thicker as they kind of intertwine through the ceiling and walls. And as you kind of step into this chamber, the room itself is illuminated by a kind of twisted knot of roots near the western wall. And I'll go ahead and show you the image that it's referring to the western wall of, and then I'll reveal that on the map. Oops. There you go.
How wide are these tunnels that we're going through, Aaron?
Give or take. Let me see. I think it actually gave me the information earlier.
I'm just kind of, for my imagination's sake, I'm just kind of picturing.
No.
wide,
So the features of the ditches, for the most part, most of the natural ceilings of the ditches are roughly 60 feet above the ground floor. Again, rooms are generally unlit or pitch black. Most rooms are covered in some form of like thin mud. Again, roots are generally everywhere. And the width of the halls varies. Sometimes it's roughly 6 to 8 feet wide, and sometimes they'll spread out to about 15 feet wide. So it varies.
Okay.
It's constantly shifting. They're ramshackle.
And the roots probably cause stuff to make it narrower too, and sometimes.
At some points, exactly. So it doesn't have any necessarily master uniform development, right? It's just kind of a natural tunnel that's formed here.
And
I want to recast my Detect Good and Evil if I have to. I just want to make sure it's up.
All right, so you cast Good and Evil again as you enter the room.
real quick, DM, because you said as we progress further into this room, the roots on the western side are illuminating a little bit. Is there a particular color or hue?
The room itself is lightly illuminated by a twisted knot of roots near the western wall. So, and it's giving off kind of sheds of this very entrancing blue light, kind of pulsing in intervals. And at the center of the room lies a small planting of what appears to be root vegetables.
Ooh, veggies.
Oh, it looks like some sort of vegetation growing there.
Let's get back to what I was doing.
Do you think they're edible, Arthur?
Oh, it's quite possible. I have to
You
get
want to keep
a.
your eyes out for some of Yejin's traps still. We don't know how deep into his traps are.
Ah, yes.
He
Good
never
point,
mentioned.
Borjo.
What do you think? These.
I mean, I like potatoes. Maybe they're potatoes.
Yeah, can you identify what they are, Arthur, with your culinary skills?
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
I put my arms up.
certainly
I
take
put
a
my
look.
arms out. I put my arms out, and I don't let anybody. Try not to let anybody pass.
Okay. So.
Oh, are you still examining the area? Oh, my apologies. Oh, God.
So on
These
that
roots
map,
have such a elegant glow.
basically where that wagon is where the plant is at, or the root vegetable.
I turned to Gregor. Gregor, is there any? Do you detect anything bad or evil around here?
Do I see anything? I'm looking like through the walls and the floor and everything because I'm anticipating shadows.
Of course. So you're looking
those
all
shadow
around at the
pictures.
shadows. You're looking at the walls. You're looking at the floors. Are you staying at the point of ingress in the room, or are you walking into the chamber?
I want to. I mean, do I see? Do we see
Where
any traps
you
or
are
anything?
currently, well,
I'm holding them in place to not let him. I don't want anybody to walk in.
If
Either.
you're
I don't
look,
want
Try not to
to
keep
trap.
if you're looking for traps, give me investigation check. If you're looking for shadows and stuff, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Well, I have my good tech, good and evil, so I'm looking for anything glowing.
No, I know. I'm
for
aware.
okay.
I
So
rolled an 8 for my traps.
should
8.
I roll too?
You don't really see any traps of any kind.
Did you roll with advantage because of Yejin's him telling you about?
Oh, dude, thank you.
If that's okay, I'm
No,
double
that's
checking.
right. I still needed it. 8. 8 is what it is. Damn, I rolled bad.
What did you roll on perception?
11.
11.
Do you want
Okay.
me
We're all rolling
Um,
this.
no,
Just
well,
me and Garrett.
yeah, because
Us two,
they're the
we're
ones at the
Oh,
front.
okay, okay.
We're
So you're
examining the
you're
room.
scanning this room all up and down. You don't get any pings of magical energy, and from where you stand and everything, where you're looking, you don't see anything undead currently at this time.
looks clear for baddies. You see any
So
traps?
just be careful, guys.
Right,
And
let's kind of
I
go.
kind of put my arms down and just slowly enter the room stealthily.
Okay, and is everybody following, or are you
Yeah.
trying to go ahead?
Well, I'd like to check out that
Yeah, we should all
investigation.
look at this room.
Yeah, I think we're all going in.
Okay.
I would I put my arms down to like let people pass basically, and I'm starting to take steps in. So I don't know what else everybody else is gonna do, but that's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
So.
Can I just investigate the room now? I just want to look. Can we all look around?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's a room just filled with gnarled roots and a series of roots that are kind of knotted together, giving off these pulsating light. And that's the only thing that really jumps out at you around you, as well as the small planting of what appears to be root vegetables.
Well,
I'll look up.
definitely like
really
to take a look at
intrigued.
these vegetables.
Borjo
Borjo,
is
you
really
wanna wash my back?
intrigued. Borjo doesn't hear what you say. He's too intrigued by these glowing, pulsating roots. So I'm kind of like slowly walking up. Why are they pulsating? And I just keep like approaching them.
Okay. So I'm kind of imagining everybody is now stepping into the chamber full sprawl, investigating the chamber, as you stressed, Stropey. Um, One, I guess, Borjo kind of heading a little bit more towards these, bioluminescent, gnarled, knotted roots. Gregor, you said you're kind of heading more towards the root vegetables. Is that correct?
Yeah, whatever vegetables they were. Yeah.
Okay. And then I know Aaron was actively looking for, or from at least what you kind of stressed earlier too, you're actively looking for mushrooms. So, um,
No, I'm not looking for mushrooms.
Looking for
who
traps.
who was looking
I'm
for
a,
mushrooms earlier?
I was
Borjo's the one who
earlier,
thinks he sees
I
but
mushrooms.
he's
suggested
distracted.
that there might have
earlier,
been some
but
there.
now I'm distracted by this pulsating glowing root.
All right. Well, I'll say as you're kind of being drawn towards this pulsating, um, gnarled grouping of roots here, you do also actually see, since you're focused in that direction and with your passive perception, what appears to be kind of a makeshift hanging garden almost. It definitely seems to be not naturally formed, but you do see what appears to be a series of kind of different fungi that are kind of naturally grown around the edges. So you do see that kind of growing there. And I'm going to say, as you are kind of, being drawn by these roots, Gregort, as you're stepping into the chamber further now, and everyone's kind of sprawling out, you barely get a because you're right on the cusp of that 30 feet. You get a light ping, a light graze of discoloration in your peripheral.
From which direction? Can I point at what direction they're coming from?
It's
Or
coming from the west side of the room, and
let's call out over there.
um, So, and I'm going to stress as you are kind of stepping towards these gnarled roots, and you call out. 1 second. As you're kind of stepping towards these roots, Borjo, it's like the mud itself kind of almost flops upright, very Dracula out of the coffin style, as it kind of flops forward and immediately just strikes towards you. That is a 19 plus stuff to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm pretty sure that hits. But since he did shout out to you, I am going to impose disadvantage on this strike. That's a 16 plus stuff.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So
Shit.
that's...
Could I try and since I'm a frog, could I try and jump away if anything's coming at me?
You're not anywhere near within range. The only one that's
Okay.
close enough to the mud zombie is Borjo.
Mud zombie.
Yeah. That's going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy fuck.
And you are a medium or smaller creature. You are considered grappled as he reaches down and scoops you up and picks you up. You kind of are being squeezed, and as you're looking up at this bioluminescent, pulsating blue light from these gnarled roots, and you look up at these semi-beautiful, kind of lightly bioluminescent fungi. They have this light violet glow off of them. Suddenly you hear as these 4 mushrooms release and start falling down towards you.
Uh-oh. You wanted mushrooms.
Yeah. Fucking ass for it, motherfucker.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, that's, I guess. So yeah, each one is basically taking an attack as it falls and collapses, or falls and lands next to you. That is a dirty 20 to hit for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 12 to hit for the second attack.
Nope.
Every encounter, we lose one person right at the start.
This is these are multi attacks, by the way. So
Oh crap.
you take 1d4, so 1 point of oh no, it's
Would I have any time, like, I know we didn't roll initiative, but would I have any time between then and, like, what's the time frame between me being grabbed and them dropping?
It's kind of happening in that same moment. It's like they're responding to the movement of the mud zombie.
I mean, could I react or something? Because, like,
Again, because of where you were located and the range of detect good and evil, you had stressed an interest in the vegetables, not the root. So I imagine going straight from Ingress Point to the root vegetables was the path that your character took. If you had gone directly towards the root with Borjo, I would say if you were there, you would have been able to provide a little bit more advantage in that situation.
What's the distance exactly between like the veggie area? Just general idea.
You all are able to get to where Borjo is with a single movement.
Okay, because I got a. Is he at least 10 feet from me? I'm not sure. Of the distance.
I'm gonna say probably not, because you did not express a also similar interest in going to investigate the route.
Yeah. I was just curious of the distance. That's all.
That's fine. So you take 2 points of necrotic damage for that first attack. The second one is going to roll to see how many attacks he does with his multi-attack. That's 2, because the fungus makes 1d4 rotting touch attacks. And then that's another 1 point of necrotic damage, because I'm pretty sure 19 hits.
Yep.
11.
Doesn't hit.
Alright, so the second one misses for the second guy. Next one rolls a d4 to see how many he hits. That's 1 time. That is natural 19 plus 2. That's 21.
Yep.
That's 2 points of necrotic damage. You're lucky because I'm rolling a d8. I'm rolling really shitty.
Yep.
Lucky you.
And I roll 1d4. For the third one, that was also another 1, so they also only get 1 attack. That is.
Was a what?
Does a 9? I'm pretty sure a 9 doesn't hit for them.
No.
And then the fourth one will roll. He got a 2, so he gets 2 attacks.
Can you close my eye?
That's a 3, so that misses. That's cocked. Does a 15 hit.
That's my AC, so yeah.
And you take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Whew. That's a lot of damage. A lot of minimum damage there.
Yeah, I rolled really shitty on that d8.
I'm not complaining.
And I'm going to say everybody roll with advantage, and Gregor, go ahead and roll with advantage. Or I'm sorry, roll initiative, but roll with advantage.
Gregor gets advantage, not everybody else, right?
Correct, yes, sorry.
Gotcha. Ooh, initiative.
Ooh,
Here we go.
natural 20.
Very nice.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Your guys' initiatives are auto-populating in my encounter.
There you go.
Archimedes with the nat 1 for initiative.
Yes. Oh my god.
If you had initiative at some nat 1
Hey,
at some
man.
point, that'd be the
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Get rid of those nat ones right now.
You watch the gnarled root that gives off these bioluminescent pulses on the western wall here, emitting this soft wave of light. You watch as the fungi kind of shake in almost a joyous response for a moment. And the zombie again just grips and squeezes tighter as it lifts you up. So, top of the round is Aaron.
Oh shit. How far away am I from this thing?
You are definitely
I'm
within
gonna say-
a movement.
Oh yeah, you said that. Okay. It's engaged.
It is
With,
technically engaged with an ally.
Did I see those mushrooms drop from the ceiling?
You have dark vision. How
No,
much?
I don't have.
You don't have dark vision.
Arthur has his
but
torch.
Arthur does have his torch. I'm assuming, he's lit
Yeah.
another one because technically that one would be exhausted by
Burnt.
now. So
It would have burnt out. Yeah.
Mhm. But I'm sure you have a couple. So yeah, you have one lit.
Yeah.
If you stress that you lit that before the chamber,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said
I
he had
did.
it going the whole time. So when we were back at the first camp, he
it's
had,
my bad because I also didn't tell him that his other one would have ended after. I think
The
they last
roots are
about an
glowing,
hour.
too.
They
The
are
roots are glowing.
they are giving off of pulses of light.
But
So it's considered lightly. It's very dim.
do I
I'm
see?
guessing really quick. I'm guessing the bioluminescent roots give off some light too.
Yeah, that's what Gregor just said. It's a very 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 dim light, but it seemed a moment ago, it gave off a brighter pulse for a moment. And the violet fungi seem to enjoy it.
Are the fungus all on the ceiling? in this room?
No, they drop down from a kind of makeshift hanging garden. It would appear.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Um. Well, the zombies engaged. I don't want to make this take too long. Zombies engaged with well, the mud thing is engaged. I'm gonna just take a shot at it with my short bow.
Okay.
Don't miss.
Yeah, I was gonna say because the halfling counterpart would definitely be almost like body armor as he's grappled
Okay.
and holding him. So,
Well, is it not that clear of a
what
shot then?
I'm going to stress is if you miss his AC by 5 or more, you may accidentally hit your ally.
15.
Let's see. 15. Definitely hits.
13 damage.
Nice, very nice.
And then I'm going to, you know what?
Did you do sneak attack damage?
Yeah, that had the sneak attack damage in it. I did 6 sneak attack damage and 7 piercing damage.
Nice.
I'm going to hide behind a root.
Okay, you're gonna try to take some shelter behind a gnarled root.
Yes. Do you want me to roll a stealth or something?
I mean, you can certainly try. The roots here, I mean, they are gnarled. They do come up from the ground. I wouldn't say.
I'm a halfling, so.
Yeah, you're
I
small,
should
so you can try to hide behind it for some cover, for sure.
Well, I'm trying to get a stealth, so I'm hidden. Basically, I'm trying to hide.
I'm tracking. I know that. I understand what you're trying to do. You can certainly try. Let's see how effective you are at it. Give me a stealth check.
A dirty 20.
Okay. Let's see here.
And that's the end of my turn. I'm just gonna hide behind the gnarled root that was close to me.
Beautiful. So Gregor, you are up, and then Borjo, you are on deck.
Okay, so how many mushrooms are on the ground now?
There are 4 violet funguses on the ground.
Okay. Well, I want to cast Burning Hands, but try to just get them not get as many mushrooms as I can without hitting.
I would say if you leap over, to avoid all the kind of makeshift difficult terrain of these chambers, you would easily be able to line up to try to get all 4. No, because he's holding him facing that way.
I don't want to hit. Yeah, I imagine
You would be able to hit 3 of them, guaranteed. You'd be able to hit the first 3 if they were kind of lined up.
Are you doing like a leap? You leap over them and using your burning hands at the same time?
No, just leaping over the terrain.
You know
I
what?
just need to get to him.
That does sound pretty cool. If you give me an
It's
added
cool.
acrobatics check, I would allow that. Because
And that
that
let
just
me hit-
sounds cool.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of cool.
Would that let me hit more? Me doing
Hell
that?
yeah.
lets me
Allow you to
more
hit 'em.
people?
If
leap over 'em.
If you successfully pull off an acrobatics check, I will allow you to get all 4 of them without clipping Borjo.
Okay, so
Hell
I'm gonna roll acrobatics.
Come on, Froggy Fresh.
18.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that
That's
you're
nice.
able to do it. So go ahead
Okay.
and you immediately whoop, 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 whoop. And as you're beginning to cast this spell, what does it look like?
I don't know. Just fire comes out of my hands, and I freaking just I kind of use it to shoot down, and it sprays everywhere. But me shooting down gives me propulsion, and I get more lift, and I get further. And
Fire,
and,
bend, leap,
Yeah.
double
Kinda
jump.
cool.
flip,
Yeah.
flip me around.
All right, I like it. So go ahead and roll
It's
damage for me.
It's much 15.
15. Let's see here. Surprisingly, not a vulnerability to fire. But that is a significant amount of damage to these creatures. all at one time. As you leap into the air, leap from root to root, jump over, blast a cone of flame down at these fungi surrounding your ally and friend here. You manage to do some significant damage and then come to a rest at their side. So that would basically be your kind of full movement and action. Do you have a bonus action you like to do?
Yeah, I want to do my bad omen on the zombie.
Okay. What does he have to roll for that?
Uh, I'm trying to find it. I think nothing. He just has disadvantage. He just has disadvantage on his next like roll of any sort.
Okay, this is a feat thing, or
Yeah, it comes. It's bad luck charm. It comes with my thing. I got it right here. You can use a bonus action to choose a creature you see within 30 feet. The chosen creature has disadvantage on the
nice.
next ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes.
So you can
use
use
that
this
as a-
feature
Nice.
once per short rest unless you burn a sorcery, or a long rest per unless you burn a sorcery point. Cool. All right.
Nice.
So he has
That's
self-imposed disadvantage. And that is going to be Gregard's turn.
Be like if you're a black cat and you cross in front of him, and then you can cast the bad omen and
Right.
give him bad luck.
Exactly.
That's funny, actually.
Let's see. Yeah, better. So, with that being said, next in the order is Bourgeot. You are being picked up, your arms being kind of crushed into your chest by this horrible smell of like what almost appears to be a mixture of flesh, blood, and mud as it stands upright, crushing you with all of its might. What would you like to do?
Bourgeot just instantly starts fucking shaking, and I'm gonna say, "Get the fuck off me!" And I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage.
Beautiful.
I'm under rage.
You watch him kind of go more swole for a moment. Veins
And
popping.
then I'm going to try to break free of his grapple.
Alright. So, contested athletics check.
You have disadvantage.
Oh, thank you.
This zombie.
And do I have advantage because it's a...
Because
it's
you're
just
raging.
athletics?
Yep. So, since you're raging, you have advantage.
Okay. Natural 20 on the first one.
Hell yeah!
Wow.
With the disadvantage from the blood omen or blood curse, that is a 5 minus 4, 1. So, yeah.
His arms get ripped off.
No, but he definitely manages to break free, and I'm going to say, you know what? His arms get ripped off, and he kind of stretches forward, and little nubs reach out and reattach the arms and pull them back.
There we go.
Nice.
So cool though.
And so, Bourgeot, that is your action and bonus action. You still have movement.
Can I use my movement to pull my axe off my back?
That's a free action.
That's
Alright, motherfucker. And I pull my axe out, and that's my turn.
All right. So that's going to end Bourgeot's turn. Next in the order is Arthur.
All right, Arthur. Seeing what just happened, he's gonna start lunging forward towards this muck monster as he's whipping out his pike. I got you, Bourgeot! And I lunge forward, and I'm gonna use as my bonus action. I'm gonna use Thunderous Smite as I go to, and then I'm gonna make an attack with my pike.
Okay, so bonus action, Thunder Smite. Can you just, one, tell me what that does, and two, describe to us what that looks like?
Alrighty, so Thunderous Smite. First time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon rings with a thunder that is audible within 300 feet of you,
Good to
and the
know.
attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage
That's
to
not
the
bad.
target. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and be
That's cool.
knocked prone.
That's cool.
So,
Beautiful.
and as I'm like whipping out this pike and like charging forward with it, just this instinct to just protect Borgio. I'm just lunging forward, and this frictional energy from my hands just spread through the pike, and then I just lunge in and stab.
Hell yeah. Full on Troy style. I love it.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Alrighty, here we go, guys. Wish me luck on this.
And this is on the zombie, right?
Yeah, it's a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Sweet. So for the pike damage, it's going to be 3, and for the thunder damage, as soon as it contacts you, you just see this orangish red light shoot out and this. Now I gotta find the 2d6 button. Oh no, hold on, I can do that too. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, awesome. 3 points of thunder damage.
3 points of thunder damage.
And it has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
It has to be a 12.
Let's see. So, first things first, as you come striking forward, you make contact with this creature, arrow flying overhead, landing true, striking into the chest of this creature. You start to see a kind of ripple-like effect in the body of this anthropomorphized gore that stands before you. And as well, first I'll see if he fails the throw. It's a what kind of save?
Strength.
Okay. Oh wait, is this the right one? Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing last time when I did the athletics check, but he still would have failed. So yeah, that's a fail on the strength saving throw. So you said that they were knocked back 10 feet.
So you're pushed back 10 feet and knocked prone.
Okay. So basically, as you knock this thing back and he falls back 10 feet, which technically, I'm going to say he actually ends up hitting the wall because it's relatively close and underneath that gnarled root and that hanging tree. Doesn't really have quite far enough back to be able to go the 10 feet. Well, here's what I'm going to stress happens. Technically, when he's knocked back and he smacks up against the wall, the arrow striking true in this moment as well. It collapses down to the ground, but you watch as the body is still shaking, almost seizing, as you watch 2 mud zombies take form, perfectly stood upright in their new positions. So,
Front row.
But
and for my movement, I'm pretty much like kind of like back to back with Borgio. I'm like, oh, glad to see you free. Let's do this.
You still have your action too, right? That was just your bonus action?
that was
my
his bonus
action
action and action. And
My action was
technically
the spear thrust. and the
movement
thunder
to
smite
run
was
over.
movement
He's got like maybe 10 feet of movement left. So, hold on, I need a second tracker now. I didn't think about this.
So you said 2 more zombies spawn? Is that what I heard? Or?
No, one more.
The zombies split into 2. Exactly.
Zombie mitosis.
Oh,
Yeah. So, and that's its reaction. And Borgio, so that is you. No, Arthur, that is your action, movement, and bonus action. So that's going to end your turn.
yes, sir.
Next in the order is the Professor.
Really? Finally?
Yeah, you were the one furthest in the room on the kind of eastern side of the room at this point. You've seen all your friends begin to kind of swarm around these violet fungi that have dropped down and started whipping and attacking Borgio while he's being was being crushed and held by this mud zombie. Your friends, one by one, taking their shots, jumping over, blasting with flames. What would you like to do?
Have I seen whether one of these has not been hit?
Everything's technically been hit.
Okay, well, not been hit except for the time that Dropey hit all of them.
All violet fungi have been hit with the same amount of damage by Gregort.
Okay.
And the mud zombie took a number of hits from Aram's shot and Arthur's attack. Borjo just managing to break free before that. And the creature gets knocked back, hits into the wall, falls down, and then splits into two mud zombies, kind of currently with a row of violet fungi in front of it because it was knocked back.
Okay. Whichever one is nearest me, I guess.
Fungus or zombie?
Well, okay, so
The fungus
I
would
thought they
be
were-
close.
I'm going to say
Okay.
the two mud zombies are probably roughly 35 feet away from you. The violet fungus is probably roughly 25, 30 feet away from you. So,
And those two zombies is an original one. It just split after the attack.
yeah.
So they're both laying on the ground, split.
no, they are both
Sorry.
stood upright. When it
Okay.
split, they spawn
They
upright.
split up.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So there's a fungus near me. I'm going to attack that one, and I'm going to do it with a guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
This withered and charred violet fungus stands there, the one furthest on the left, I'm assuming. So, go ahead and give me an attack roll. And what does this look like as you take this guiding bolt?
It's like blue energy coming out of my hand.
Beautiful. I love it.
I rolled 23
Yeah, that absolutely hits the violet fungus.
and 14 damage, radiant damage.
Yeah, how do you want to completely obliterate this violet fungus?
Well, I was hoping I wouldn't kill it, but killing it, I guess, is good. But
Yeah, you
it
did.
fucking explodes.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did over half of its hit points, I think, into the negative because it was already pretty fucked up.
That's why I was trying to find something that wasn't hurt yet. But okay,
It's a
it
fungus.
explodes.
Did-
Fly everywhere.
Are
Get all
you-
over Borjo and Arthur.
Are you able to use your thing, your stuff when you? Because that's an actual spell slot you're burning, right?
Yeah, it is. Am I able to use what?
Your whole Eldritch thing. Or...
I
Guide
forgot
bolt's
how it
just
worked.
a straight up cleric spell, though. I think it's not sort of an Eldritch thing, is it?
No, he's got a thing where he can roll on a table after he casts a spell with the spell slot, I think.
Oh, you can get a spell slot back or something.
No, it like
for
does
you
a
to-
certain thing.
Oh. But I think it
kinda
inflicts it
forgot how
on
it
the thing that you hit, and since it's dead, there's no point. But
Yeah.
it is something you get at first level, so make sure to remember that.
True. I'm gonna bring it up here to remind myself.
But so yeah, that is your action. You still have bonus action and movement, Archimedes.
All right. Can I do? What can I do? I can't do like an unarmed strike or anything, can I? As a bonus action?
Technically,
Or
yeah,
an
you
attack
can.
with a thing?
It's just a straight D20 roll. You don't get to add modifiers because that's like there's a feat for that. But
Or even with one of my weapons, or no?
No.
It has to.
No, just
It has to have the light and finesse properties for you to be able to
So
offhand.
if you have a dagger, you can do it, or a short sword, you can do it because it's got the light property.
I see.
But you don't add any bonus.
Yeah, it's just
Well, let me try
it's
an
just a
unarmed
flat-
strike on something. I
Yeah,
can
punch it in the
I
face.
go to the nearest
Oh.
mushroom.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to run up to the what is I'm calling mushroom B. So if you'd like to, you can.
Okay. Oh, I got a nat 20
Woo!
Did you roll that
for
without the modifier?
For
I
it.
mean, it's a nat 20, so it doesn't matter.
I just clicked the button.
So
Then he
what
gets
I-
2 damage, right?
you do 2 damage instead of 1 damage.
Get 'em.
Well, I have to click damage, right? My bludgeoning
No.
damage.
No.
Well, the unarmed strike is only a 1d1. I mean,
It
it
says
only
three.
do 1 damage. But because you crit, you do 2.
It's supposed to be 1 plus your strength modifier, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 3.
So it'd be 6 damage.
Yeah.
No, but you don't double the modifier. You double the base
Oh,
damage.
So it'd be 4?
So it's 4, right?
So yeah, I guess 4.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Well, better than 2.
Yeah,
I'm
you,
just saying.
you run up to it, and as you punch it, because that extra little bit of damage made a difference. How do you want to do this, Professor?
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, dude.
It explodes! No, it doesn't.
Sure,
It
from the
just
sheer
kind-
ferocity
it
of his
kind of
punch.
falls over.
Full anime
Explodes
style.
with spores.
Beautiful,
Use a
beautiful.
mushroom, it could explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, explorers, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so and that's your movement, bonus action, and action. So that definitely ends your turn, but a solid one, I would say.
I killed 2
Um,
things.
So it is now the Violet Fungus's turn. The one that just got super charred up is gonna wriggle on over to you, Gregort, and he's gonna attempt to strike. If he does, he gets 2 hits.
How far away is that mushroom from Arthur and Borjo?
Not very far, I don't think.
No, I mean it's within 10
So would
feet.
it be? Would it? Oh, okay, because my reach is 10 feet. So would that be attack of opportunity? Like, would that be a
Sure.
reaction?
Sure.
Get 'em. Poke 'em.
Is it a reaction thing?
That's what
or
an
is
attack
it-
of opportunity costs.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, you'll prevent him from killing me. I mean, hitting me.
Yeah. Like, you go
Dire.
nowhere.
So dire.
Could probably kill you if he nat 20 didn't roll an 8 on the die.
It hits twice.
And I still got Thunderous Smite up too. So
But he's 4. He's
So
4.
roll your
life
attack.
yeah, that's
That hits. Roll your damage.
sweet. So 10 spear damage.
How do you want to do
and
this?
Thank you. Skewer him like a shish kebab and cook him later.
20 thunders. Yeah, I just
Did you recast that? Because I thought you only get it for your next melee strike.
it says it's concentration 1 minute. It says the thunderous boom happens on the first hit. So
The
Okay.
first hit.
Yeah, so you
Second.
maintain concentration until that first hit, and then it's gone.
gotcha. That's what it means. Okay, well then, yeah. So
Right.
yeah, with that last
But-
vibrous static energy, I jab forward
Reach
as it
out.
pierces the mushroom.
So it starts to like wobble its way towards you, Gregor, and then suddenly you just, as you see it about to whip and strike you, with its rotting touch, you just see the head of Arthur's pike strike through the back of its head as it kind of falls lifeless to the ground.
Nobody runs from a lancer.
The other one takes a step forward
got
and
it.
then strikes at you, Borjo, because you're the one that's still within melee range of it. Let's see, and these things aren't that smart, so I don't think that one would turn towards Gregor. So, so I'll just use the D-roll I used before, so he gets 2 hits.
Ooh-wee.
I don't think that hits. That's a 13 to hit.
No.
That is a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is 4 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
It is now the mud zombie's turn. They take on their new form as they are somewhat discombobulated for a moment, and I am going to impose a 10-foot speed reduction on them from that kind of backlash from bouncing off, even after using their reaction to split.
Wait, I'm sorry.
So one is going to basically go towards you, Professor, because you've entered the fray and just cleared the way by killing that violet fungus number or B, and then the other one is going towards you, Gregor, because you're kind of right there in front of him.
Would one of
Bad that I
those
imagine
two-
these as the Golgothan from Dogma.
Yeah,
The
I
shit demon?
very much envision that too. So I'm glad you and I are on that same page.
Oh shit, yeah.
So, all right. First one goes towards you, Professor.
Would one of these be in, like, because they only got pushed 5 feet back by his attack, so would they be in melee with me? Would I be able to get an opportunity attack on one of them?
They're 10 feet away from you, technically.
Oh yeah, pushes him.
Because
6
you were
feet back.
further ahead. Because remember, you were picked up. You were technically occupying 2 different blocks still, if you want to get mechanical.
And he pushed them 10 feet.
Yeah. And that's the thing. There wasn't really a ground for them to fall back on, so they just hit up against wall. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
They mud splattered.
But
Splat.
Big shit stain on the wall.
Oh, dude. Nice.
Shaped like a person.
let me look at their intelligence, though. Because actually there is an aspect of attack of opportunity where it is both not just when an enemy exits your attack radius, but also if they enter your attack radius.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was doing some research into that. It's an optional rule.
That makes no sense. So when anybody tries to attack you, you get a free hit first. Like
If you have a
Well, no,
reaction, you only have one reaction.
reaction.
Because that's what an attack of opportunity costs. But it's if
yeah,
anybody enters or exits. It's just both as opposed to just the one. But I mean, not that smart. But if you don't want that into the rules, we don't have to add it, and we'll just stick with what we've been playing with. But if that is the case, then he enters your range, but he doesn't leave it. He's attacking the professor. So, and the professor moved over to where B was.
Well, the professor should attack him first then, before he comes.
Well, no, it's not like... I don't think it's like, oh, they entered my melee, I get an attack. It's like, oh, they're going past me to take a swing at this guy, so I get a swing at them. Not really like, oh, he entered my melee, I can hit him first. It's not like a...
Okay, yeah. Okay, well that's okay.
It sounds complicated to me.
I'm going to say right now, probably not in this instance. You're still collecting yourself, catching your breath. You've just went into a full-on rage. Yeah.
Word up.
But first one goes for Professor. That is runs to try to slam and grapple you. Does a 16 hit.
18.
All right, so that's a miss. The other one comes running towards you, Gregor. That is a 14 to hit as well.
Oof.
Okay, that's 2d4 4 plus 7. That's 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are considered grappled.
Ouch.
Let's see.
Me, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. I have 2 life.
Oi!
And that is the second mud zombie's turn.
Wait, hold on. Is he considered undead?
He is.
He has disadvantage on that attack, if that's possible.
Oh yeah, because of your feet. That's right.
So
Well, because
Nice
it
catch.
took good needles
Yeah.
up. So.
Yeah,
Let's
that's right.
see.
That's right, dude. Nice.
with disadvantage, that would still be 14 because I rolled higher.
Oh,
I
shit.
rolled a 15 plus stuff.
Darn.
Hey, it's worth a try.
There you go.
So yeah, same amount of damage applies. And then that's going to be the mud zombie's turn. Back to the top of the round, we see in that moment suddenly another pulse emanate
Did D's attack?
from the
Yes.
from the gnarled group of roots. They give off another pulse of light, and you see the remaining violet fungus begin to kind of shift and respond. You can see some of the burn marks on it begin to heal shut. You can see that the mud zombies seem to be a little bit more invigorated as this pulse of light emanates. And I need to confirm.
So
Where'd this pulse come from?
The roots, right?
Okay.
So the current mushrooms that were there healed. Is that what you said? Like they?
That's what would appear to have happened.
Okay. Even if they took fire damage.
Correct.
Could be hallucinating from
Yeah.
the pulsating lights. Maybe
Like even if we taken them out.
No, the ones that are dead. He just said the ones that are still
okay.
in the burns. Kinda
Oh,
healed a bit.
actually, sorry, give me a second.
All good.
Yeah, you watch as the 3 exploded fungi seem to kind of sloth themselves back together in these kind of horrific zombified versions of themselves. They look super rough, but they come back apparently.
This place.
So we gotta take out the roots. Is that?
We gotta kill the pretty lights. No.
And you can also see everybody. Nah, you guys are in the corner. You guys wouldn't be focused at all on like the center of the room.
I would be. I'm off to the side.
Give me a perception check then, to see if you notice this or if you're too focused on the battle.
13.
13. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to notice. The root vegetables near you seem to grow slightly larger, like some of the leafage, from the root vegetable seems to get a bit more vibrant in that moment.
Do you have any lights?
But yeah, that's what you notice with that, and that's happening at the top of the round. So next in the order is Aaron.
Let's see. I think. Oh, fuck. Was Gregor grappled?
Gregor is currently grappled.
Well, god damn it.
So are these roots the problem? Or do you think they're going to keep healing these guys, or what? I can say that in this combat. Like,
I mean,
should we take the roots out or not? I'm just a theory.
are you shouting this out to your fellow
Yeah.
comrades
Yes.
in the heat of battle?
Yeah. Does anybody have a...
But how?
Sure, helping the plants grow though. And I guess I sneak up. I wanna, I guess, sneak up to the one that's got him grappled. Well, no, I'm from my hiding spot. I'm just gonna shoot at the one. Well, thing's pretty beefy. Can't decide what to do here. Oh,
conundrum.
sometimes it is a conundrum. It is a conundrum.
Roll for it.
Nah, yeah, let's do that.
You want him to go for it? Like
Roll
turn
for
into a gopher?
it. Roll for it.
If you're indecisive, trust the dice.
I just I'm gonna shoot with my short bow
Okay.
Shoot with your short bow.
at the one that he's got grappled.
That's got Gregor grappled.
Yeah, it's got Gregor grappled.
We're gonna currently classify
Is there
that
short-
as Mud Zombie B, or no A. Sorry.
Yeah, shoot it in the face.
Grappling mechanic. It's not like a concentration thing. If I deal enough damage, it'll drop him or anything. That's
No,
not a
no.
thing.
An action must be used to break the grapple.
That's most likely what I was thinking.
Yeah.
God damn, it's a bad shot. 11?
An 11 hits.
Oh, sweet.
Cool. Damn. Another 13 damage.
Hell yeah.
God damn. Can I move to another hidey? Is there a hidey spot near the fruit that I can see, like another root or something I can go to hide by? The cart that has the fruit, or the planter that has the fruit, or can I hide behind the planter?
Again, the cart itself is more like a broken down, like ramshackled cart that's more almost like a planter. That's where you're
Sure.
seeing these root vegetables
Sure.
are at.
Sure.
So not really like where
there's
you were
not a place to
hiding
hide?
further in the back, where the larger part of the root is. You could
Sure.
was where you were hiding, basically.
So let me just ask this: it's more like a planter that's on the ground, like maybe like 4 or 5 inches off the ground,
Correct.
space, open area, kind of sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's no hidey areas.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will. Stay hidden. I guess.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll another stealth?
Yeah. If you want to
Roll.
go ahead and roll stealth for me. But as
It's my turn.
Okay, but as you take that shot and it strikes, I'm gonna even say like it strikes the head of this creature. It's a very strange sensation for you, Gregor, as you're kind of being pulled and picked up and being crushed by this creature. You feel it begin to shift and shake and vibrate. And from your perspective, because you're kind of being able to look over its shoulder as you're being crushed, you can see as a piece of it is literally separating as a second mud zombie splits from the one that currently holds you, stepping out of its back as another forms.
Shit.
So that is.
Take the fruit and run.
Alright. And so, and what was your stealth check, Arm?
Rolled a 12.
12? Okay. What is that beeping?
Steam, it sounds like. Who's getting all the Steam messages? John.
Beautiful. Alright, so next in the order is Gregor.
I think I'm up next, aren't I?
Nope, Gregor and then Borgio.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess you see. I'm still grappled. I see my character. My character start to get kind of shiny, and then his his skin gets really oily. And hold on one second.
Oh, bing!
God damn. Type a bunch of letters and then hit enter. Don't type a few and then hit enter. Come on. Type the whole conversation.
Must be a group chat.
I don't know why we can hear it.
Yeah.
Just too loud.
He's got a headset on.
Oh, dude.
I'm confused.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, that is weird. But yeah,
I'm still sorry. Alright, no, we're good. Okay. Yeah, no, my bad. So, my character gets real shiny, and what happens is like
Can we
the
see
oil
that through
makes-
his bandages?
Yeah, my face, yeah, and my arms.
You're
I guess
uncovering them?
that's a good point. No, fair enough. Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm casting the grease spell, and the skin. What I'm doing is I'm having the oil on my skin be the grease, and I just want it to puddle down off of me, and be a 10-foot thing on the ground below me and the 3 zombies that are around D&Ds and everybody.
Okay, so I would definitely say if you're casting grease on yourself, like the point of the casting that's being chosen is on you, you would definitely get you, the zombie that is holding you, and the one that just spawned from it. The one that's currently engaged with the professor, I would say, is just barely out of range because you're having to cast it on yourself.
Well, I was doing that as for just like magical effect on how I cast the spell, but if I can shift it over and have it's a 10-foot square to where it gets the other zombie.
I think it makes more
So
sense.
you cast it right next to him.
I think it makes more I think it makes more sense to cast it on yourself. I was going to give you advantage for that
What?
on
Yeah, that sounds pretty
on,
close.
your, on a
Well, there's no
future
advantage.
break.
It's a cool ass move to do.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool flavor thing. And your if you attempt to break the grapple, I would give you advantage on your next roll for it.
Well, essentially, we're all going to fall prone, and am I still grappled while prone? I was thinking I was going to break the grapple, but I mean, I don't see why. I guess.
Well, if you're greased up, you might have advantage
I
on.
might want to slip out, right? Oop.
Yeah, right.
Be like, bloop.
You're already slimy. You're a
But
frog.
you used your action to cast grease.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, anyways,
Hey,
what
man.
happens?
Well,
Next
no,
turn.
but you're a sorcerer, right? Do you have the thing to be able to like cast spells faster?
No, that's at higher levels.
level 3 or whatever is what I get that
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
Like,
So that
yeah,
see
level
that
3.
could be a clutch move later, though.
Can you even cast the spell if your hands are bound? 'Cause
Also
it
true.
isn't
Does it
green.
have somatic components?
Yeah, it's verbal, semantic, and material components.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able
I
to.
can't cast
Oh.
spells while grappled. Like,
No,
If
because
you-
you need to
if
be able
the-
to use your hands.
well, he's not holding my hands together like this. I mean, how am I grappled? I can do like, symbol.
I mean,
Can you finger tut while grappled?
Yeah.
your hands to your side?
Is it?
You can't finger tut when your hands are
And
to
do
your
you have a
side.
I
Focus.
think the grapple is grabbing your arms. Yeah.
Yeah, you're bound like this. You can't do things. You can speak. You're not like your voice isn't bound, but
There's also the material component. You have to dig around in your bag to find
Yep.
whatever. The
Unless you have a
material is.
spell focus, but if the material component
grab
costs
your
money,
focus.
then you have to use that.
Casting's hard, dude. Being a caster is hard. It's
Alright,
not.
well, no, that's fine.
And
That's
freaking
fine.
spells, man.
Well-
Shit.
Then I will cast Mind Sliver on him, because it's just verbal.
Okay.
Yeah, I was mistaken.
What
that too.
does
There
this
we
look
go.
like when you cast Mind Sliver?
I don't know, my hands don't move.
No,
I
I mean,
just say
so what
flies out his
do you, or
mouth.
do you say something, or does it just come out as like some crazy dark speech? I don't know.
Yeah,
He
sure.
says, "Mind sliver."
I like that.
Yeah,
better.
put that gambler's touch to it.
Yeah, and just like little lightning bolts just like go kind of like sideways through his head, like, and that's it.
like
Nice.
psychic bolts. Okay,
Nice.
okay,
Yeah.
So he makes an intelligence save.
okay. Let's see. That's 10 minus 4. So that's a
He
fail.
failed. Yeah, so he
Oh
takes
dang!
a whole 3 psychic damage,
3 psychic damage.
and then he gets minus 4 dice roll on his next saving throw. By the end of
Nice.
It's like a next turn Bane kind of thing.
Yeah. Like a lower level of Bane.
Okay.
Pretty
And
clutch,
then
man.
It's a good turn.
And then I will use a bonus action to. I guess I'll attack. Like, can I have a dagger? Can I do like a finesse attack like Chris did?
While you're bound, you're still grappled.
No,
Give it a
I
pinch,
would
maybe.
say if you have it, because didn't we establish that? Are they in your bandages,
Well, you
or
can
do you have one like on your hip or leg or something like that?
They're bound up. It's fine. I'll just use my bonus action to burn my sorcery points to get my spell slot back.
Okay.
And that's it.
If not, you can bite them too. The DM allows it as a bonus action.
I don't want to bite a mud zombie.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Fair.
Well, actually, no, wait.
You'd be like, what's
sorry.
the taste
check
of
it.
it?
I forgot. I have grung poison, and so when something grapples me, it does take some sort of. That's a thing. Let me look it up. Hold on.
Is it poison damage?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Seems to
okay.
not
Alright.
have any effect
Alright.
currently on this
Fuck.
entity.
Damn it. Worth a shot.
But yes, it was worth a shot, and definitely keep that in mind because that is clutch. But that's gonna end your turn. All right. So next in the order is Borjo. Arthur, you're on deck.
Ooh.
I
Alright.
don't think Grung have teeth either. If he tried to bite, it would be more of like a.
Gummy. You know.
Can I use a free action to talk?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Arthur, Archimedes. I think we gotta burn those. I think we gotta burn those glowing vines over there. Get rid of them somehow. I'll take care of Gregor. And I'm gonna lunge at the zombie holding Gregor. And just for like my mental picture, how like size-wise is, because Gregor's pretty small, right? So like, what's it look like?
From like where Gregor is to where the root is, or
No, this
the
is a zombie.
that's
Oh,
holding him. Like,
oh, I mean, it's about full size, maybe somewhere between halfling and full size, medium sized creature. So
Not
somewhere
much bigger than.
it was a bit taller before it had split, but
Yeah.
Gregor's relatively short, so it split and became another one. So you literally are watching one kind of step out of the back of the one currently holding Gregor as he gets struck by an arrow from Aram across the room. Or
So the
Aram.
one holding
I'm gonna-
Gregor is kind of just like holding him like this.
It's bear hug crush kind of thing, but yeah.
I'm gonna run up to it and take a swing with my great axe.
The one holding him? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Dirty 20 absolutely hits.
Yeah.
8 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I want to decapitate it because I'm imagining that Gregor is like slightly lower, so I want to swing
Yeah.
above Gregor's head.
Kind of an upward leaping slice across the
Yeah.
neck. Alright, because you're also
Because
about
you're
the
small.
size of Gregor too. Yeah. So yeah, you absolutely hit, and the head just plops to the ground, and Gregor, you feel suddenly a release of tension as the arms go slack and kind of drop down to the knee and plop to the ground.
I'm free.
Beautiful. So that's like maybe 5 feet of movement and an action.
And then, so there's one zombie on the professor and one on, now the split one on Gregor.
Yeah, there's one kind of just next to you to your right that just split out of the one that you just beheaded, and then the one that's currently engaged with the professor that split off earlier.
If I tried to move, would I get hit by the one to my right?
It is within
My melee?
you are within its attack range, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. I'll just stay put for now then.
Okay.
You don't want to swing at the next one that's right there?
Do I get to attack?
Yeah, you get to attack your barbarian, or don't you?
Yeah,
get
bonus action.
Not at level 2.
Oh, you
not at
don't.
level 2. I
Oh,
only get
really?
one.
No.
Yeah, I only get one attack.
I don't think you get your double attack or multi attack until like 5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get multi-attack to level 5. If you are level 3 berserker, you can use your bonus action to make another attack.
Which
if
I
you
think I
attack.
am berserker, so at level 3 I can do that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, as long as you're raging or whatever.
But solid move. That was your attack action. That'll end your turn. Arthur, you're up. What would you like to do?
Alright, Arthur's up. You just heard Borgio say, yeah, burn those, burn the roots. And I'm like, I left my torch over there on the ground, shit. And I will, I guess, try to run up and stab the root that's glowing.
Okay.
Or is there a zombie or something in front of me?
I mean, you are currently within, I believe, attack range technically of the one that's engaged with the professor. But let me see here.
Now, you know what? Knowing that he said use fire, and I'm like, I left my torch over there, but I heard him say the professor. I'm like, the professor can use some aid. Ha! And I'm gonna stab with my pike on the one that's attacking the professor.
There we go.
Oh, okay. But I do, just to answer your previous question, technically you are able to get into a position that doesn't leave his attack of opportunity area or his melee range and still be able to strike with your 10-foot range on the pike. So, but if you're wanting to help the professor, totally down for that too. So,
Yeah, I'll do that.
you shift over and put your focus on the mud zombie currently engaged with the professor and join his side. What would you like to do?
Attack that zombie.
Stabby, stabby.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Professor, I got you! Is this just a straight up roll, or is it with advantage or disadvantage?
This is an attack for you, right?
Yeah.
Is Archimedes flanking? Would he have advantage because he's flanking?
You might as well go from the back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get all mechanical like that, so saving time and for brevity's sake, instead of making you have to run perfectly behind everybody all the time. Sure, you have advantage. Go.
Okay. Yay, here.
Wow,
Well,
Yeah, that hits.
20
That
ain't
hits.
bad.
Alright, so.
Oh.
Yeah,
4 damage.
4 damage.
Beautiful.
And, yeah, that's my... Don't have any more bonus actions, so yeah, that's my movement, that's my action. There we go, alright.
Alright.
I got your back, Professor!
Hell yeah.
And as you say, hell yeah, it's your turn, Professor.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to listen to Bo, and I will cast Sacred Flame on these fruits.
On the what now?
The fruits.
Roots.
Fruits?
Fruits.
The
Fruits?
violet fungus? Which one?
I don't know. The thing that was providing power to everything else.
Oh,
The glowing,
the
pulsating
roots
roots.
themselves.
The Haruts.
The roots. Okay, I'm tracking now. Yes, the pulsating, intertwined roots that are all knotted together. Yeah. Go. Well, you said it's a sacred flame.
Yeah.
Dexterity roll.
I'm gonna
for the
say
roots, sir.
it fails its dexterity saving throw. It can't make a dexterity saving throw. They're gnarled roots. So go ahead and roll damage for me.
All right.
Nice.
That's 2.
2 radiance.
2 radiant.
Gotta look up
As
the
a roots,
stat
as a
line.
roots
A-
creek.
Bout of this kind of radiant blue flame manifests in the professor's hand as he kind of hurls it forward, makes contact with the gnarled, knotted roots, but it takes some damage. But it's still there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't
here.
expect 2 damage to do very much.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's all we needed, right? Oh, damn.
I'll get it next turn if I'm good.
There we go.
All
Yeah,
right.
you have 2 health, right?
Yeah.
What?
That's your action. You still have movement and bonus action. You do anything else?
Punch it. Oh wait,
No. Well,
the zombie in front of you.
I could punch that. Let's give it a shot.
If you
Or
have
heal,
healing
heal.
word,
Yeah,
you
if
can
have
use
heals.
healing word because you just.
Well,
used
so
the
hold on.
It's
My
quick,
my
right?
heals that I've got. Let's see. I've got. Yeah, I do have healing word. So that's 60 feet. So I'm gonna heal Gregor.
Okay.
Man.
And what does this look like as you heal him?
What do you say?
What
What is
is
your
the
healing word?
professor's healing word?
Oh, my healing word.
Consequence.
Consider the source of your power.
Come on, give us some John Wick one-liners here.
What would I say? Gregort, you have been healed.
All right, wonderful. And then what does it look like?
It's like a yellow energy that kind of goes over to him. Not even fast exactly, just kind of just like a flies over to him.
Okay.
Like it's like a little fly.
Yeah, like
And
a
it
butterfly
goes-
or something.
It goes,
over
it goes
to
right on. It goes right on his tongue.
I eat it.
Gobbles,
Yeah.
gobbles those feeling words up.
There you go.
Do you have a
and I
stat
did-
for your tongue, by the way? I'm curious for
My
Gregor.
tongue?
Yeah.
No. I wish.
No.
Like able to like grab things 10 feet away or something? Damn it.
Yeah.
They didn't make frogs cool in D&D.
Maybe one day.
Now they're pretty powerful class, actually, or species or race you can choose. So that's an action and bonus action. That's going to end your turn.
How much? Hold on. How much?
It's five peeling.
Okay.
Woo! Nice.
The zombified violet fungus begins to take a step forward and strike at. One's going to try to strike at you, Borgio. One's going to try to strike at you, Gregor. One's going to try to strike at. I think one at. Oh, no, not everybody, because Arn's on the other side of the room.
Ish.
Yeah, I was gonna say ish. But yeah, unfortunately, the other one. It's probably gonna come towards you, Arthur. You're probably gonna have two come towards you. So
Cool.
I'm just gonna do those two first. So the first one. First has to roll a d4 to find out how many rolls he does. It's a lot of extra rolling with these guys. It does 3 attacks. That's a 16
Jesus.
to hit.
Nope.
Alright.
Nice.
That's a 13 to hit.
Nope.
That's a natural 20 to hit.
Sentinel Death's Door.
Let me.
Yeah.
Interception. What does that do? When a creature you can see hits a target other than you. Okay, never mind.
So that's
Yeah,
gonna be
bam.
8 points
I
of
dodge,
necrotic
and as
damage.
soon as I. How much? 8?
8 plus, I rolled really shitty, 1, so 9 points of necrotic damage. And then the other one is going to roll to see how many times he gets to hit you. It's 1.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, then
Huh.
that one does not hit.
Yeah, imagine like when I moved, like my helmet shifted, and then when I turned over, the other one just thwacked me super hard. Like,
The next one is going towards the professor. Alright, I have to roll to see how many times he rolls. That is 2 times. That's a 9 to hit for the first roll. I think that misses.
Yes.
That is a 15 to hit for the second roll.
Another miss.
Beautiful. The professor doing some wonderful legwork here, just backstepping, trying to dodge these rotting touches from these zombified violet fungi. The next is Bourgeot. They're going to roll to see how many times they try to hit. That is 2 times. That is a 17 plus 2 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And a 4 plus 2 to hit. That misses, I'm pretty sure. So,
Yep.
What kind of damage do these things do?
necrotic damage. That's 3 points of necrotic damage, Bourgeot.
Ouch.
And the last one goes for a strike. No, I have to roll to see how many I do. That was 3, but the first one missed. 6 plus 2 is an 8. I don't think that hits you. Last roll, that's a 17 plus 2. I'm pretty sure that hits you.
Yeah.
That is 2 points of necrotic damage. And then that is the entirety of the violet fungus's round. It is
So
now. What?
one zombie went after Arthur. Or sorry, one fungus went after Arthur, one went after Professor.
Two
one
went after Arthur.
Oh, there's 5 now?
There's 4 fungi in total.
Oh. Which one went
But
after
no,
Gregor?
Do what?
Which one went after Gregor then? If 2 went after Arthur, 1 went after Professor, and 1 went after me? and there's 4 total.
Oh, then I shouldn't have done that one. Well, I guess I fucked up because I miscounted, but that's on me. Because I was trying to equally disperse it, and I guess I put a 1 in the wrong spot.
He's cheating.
No, that's my bad.
I
I'm
was like,
human.
is it
I
a-
can make a mistake. I got a lot going
No,
on here.
I was like, is it a fungus or a zombie attacking Gregor? That's
He's
what I
really
was
trying
like.
to kill us.
I
Guys.
keep forgetting our party size is 5 players now. It's throwing my numbers game off. So, but it's all right. It's my bad.
Do I get healed for 2, or does Casey get healed?
I would say the second round for Casey should be removed. That way it's just equally dispersed, so I'm not like singling any one person out. But that's just how I think that's how I'm gonna roll it. So
That's fine, yeah.
I think
Wait,
that's
do
fair.
what now?
So
Take your life back.
that little bit of the amount of damage you took from the second round of attacks, remove that if you recall what that is.
So the one that actually hit me, remove it. Gotcha.
I guess. And then it is now the Mud Zombie's turn. There's the Mud Zombie currently engaged with the Professor and Arthur, and the Mud Zombie that's next to Borgio and Gregor. Immediately, the Mud Zombie that's next to you, Borgio, is going to go in for an attack. +5. That is a 14 to hit.
This is.
Yeah, he goes for a swing trying to swoop you up into his arms, but you backstep him with your axe in hand. The one engaged with the Professor is going to try to do the same, go for another wide swing to swoop you in and slam you. That is a 21 to hit.
I'm gonna use my feet to intercept that. That's
Okay.
my reaction to
What is-
reduce the damage.
Okay.
So I roll a 1d10.
Alright. So, Professor, you would take 8 points of bludgeoning damage from this attack. It is reduced by 2, so you take 2.
2 plus 2 is 4, so it's reduced by 4.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Wait, who just got hurt? Me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
6.
fuck.
But, Arthur, can you tell me how Arthur reduces this damage as the Professor gets picked up and grappled and crushed?
Okay, as Arthur takes that one slip, kind of turns his head and he sees I'm about to do it, and I lunge forward with my spear, like grazing the side of this creature, so causing it to like not get such a heavy grip on him.
Okay. Reducing the squeeze at the apex. I'm tracking. Okay. But you are currently considered restrained, Professor.
And I got hurt for 6.
No, 4 points. He reduced it by 4 points of
okay.
damage.
Sweet.
And then that, I believe, is the Mud Zombie's turn. Back to the top of the round, we see once again the gnarled, knotted
Isn't there
roots.
2 zombies? I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's the zombie that was with the Professor,
Yeah, I
and then the
forgot
zombie
what
with the
attack.
Borgio. Yeah, the gnarled roots begin to glow and pulse once again, and there's another big burst of pulsating light, and you see the fungi around you begin to kind of shake and respond and heal ever so slightly, looking a little bit more vibrant and a little less zombified than before.
I mean, should we maybe, instead of killing the roots, should we maybe just like lure the fungus away from it? You know, and if they're so far from the roots, they won't get healed. They die, and then we can actually use the roots to make the good vegetables. It seems like it's making the food grow, but also bad stuff. So maybe we just clear this place out of the fungus, this place would be, a good food source or something. I'm wanting to burn the roots, but I just realized that it's like it does ruin, like what Aaron mentioned. I'm saying all this in combat.
Yeah, it's like
Greg,
I
you
don't
make
think you
quite
would be able
valid
to say
points.
all of that in
I
combat.
know. Well, I'm
but,
not. I'm just discussing with the group.
yeah.
So I mean, maybe that might be the better strat is to we all just run.
I will
Run
say,
indoors.
give
Oh, the
me
chase and lure trick.
give me a wisdom or perception or insight check, Gregor.
Hey, 21.
21. So, looking around at the kind of makeshift hanging gardens above your head and the kind of makeshift planter, you recall them saying that they've had other campsites here in the ditches before. They've had to relocate before. This looks like it was potentially one of those previous sites.
Okay.
So you catch all that in that 6 seconds. So, and top of the round is Arin.
I was gonna do something, and now I don't know if I should do it or not.
Maybe just take out this. The zombies are dying, so let's kill them, and then I don't know. Never mind. Or we just take out the roots and call it a day.
Don't speak to him, he's thinking.
Sorry.
He's plotting.
Stop filling his head with ideas.
I'm gonna. So there's the 4 fungus and 2 zombies, and my crew. The professor has engaged with 1 zombie as well as Arthur.
Correct.
There's also a fungus each over there on each one of those guys.
Correct.
There's a fungus on Gregor. Oh, it's actually everybody's got a fungus on them, and everybody has a zombie engaged with a zombie.
Not everybody's engaged with a zombie. There's only a total of 2 zombies currently.
Yeah. Can I roll?
He's gonna say
I
you
have
can
enough
certainly
information
try.
basically to determine what's causing the zombies to split. Because I've attacked it twice. I've
Do a
seen
tactical
it.
assessment. That's what you're trying to do.
Is it? Yeah. Is it my damage?
I'll say
that's causing it to
give me a
split?
straight intelligence check.
I'm just trying to see what, because I don't want more zombies. You know what I mean?
Well, they're dying though. They're just
Intelligence check. You said correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not very smart. Whoa, that was close. 18.
18. So with an 18, you're kind of starting to put 2 and 2 together after you've taken a couple shots and gotten some solid hits in.
And I got to give you, I've been seeing what's been going on from where my
to a certain degree. Again, it is dimly lit by the torch on the ground and the bioluminescence from the gnarled roots. But as you're taking these shots with an 18, you do take notice that as they do take a certain amount of damage, if they get hit hard enough, that they can react by basically splitting themselves into another form.
Okay.
That's what you would pick up with an 18.
Okay. Gotcha.
But with an 18, you'd have to presume that they can only do this, a finite number of times.
Okay, cool. That's good to know too. Okay, well then, with that, Arn's gonna tuck Nicodemus a little bit in and be like, "Hold on tight, buddy," and we're gonna leap up off on the route and dash into the fray up towards the fungus that's on Gregor, and I'm going to sneak up onto it and try and shimmy it down with my daggers.
Trying to shank it?
Yes.
Okay.
Give it a good old
Yeah.
shank attack.
Okay.
Do I get advantage or anything?
I mean, it's engaged with Gregor, so sure.
Rolled 14.
For the fungus,
Uh-huh.
that is definitely a hit.
Ooh, 9.
9 damage to the fungus.
9.
Yeah.
And do I get?
How do you want to do this?
Oh, sweet. Well, then I just want to give it a good old slice. Just a good old slice behind it.
And it immediately kind of deflates for a moment and it just
Yeah.
falls flat to the ground.
Yeah.
Um,
Do I get? I'm trying to think. 2-weapon fighting.
And you could stab something or punch something with your offhand. No bonus.
Yeah, I can stab it with my dagger, my offhand dagger. Right? Can I give the little zombie there another stab?
yeah,
Just
it's just a straight
the
D20
dagger?
roll. But yeah, you can do that.
Pokey poke.
Anybody and everybody can do that if they want.
Yep. 9.
Ooh,
9 to
That
hit,
probably doesn't
hits.
Absolutely.
Oh wow.
really?
Cool. And then do I get the 1d4 plus 3 or
The damage
Is
is
it
the
just
same.
1d4?
The damage is the
So-
same. It's just for the to hit that you don't get a modifier.
oh that total is 6 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh.
Whoa.
Nice. I just want to give it a good old. Let's see. Okay.
Good old shank.
So I run in there and I run past the first one, the little fungus, and give it a slash as I run past it, up to the zombie and up to its back, and crawl up its back and just stick my dagger down into the back of its head.
This is wait. This you were attacking the zombie for the second strike.
Yeah, was that?
That's what he was saying.
My
That's what I said.
apologies.
Well,
My
the
apologies.
other one was dead.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the fungus.
The other.
Oh,
fungus.
okay. I was
No,
like,
sorry. I went to the
a
first
9.
fungus, and
I
then
don't
I
know
went,
if that hits.
and then I went to that. Yeah.
Gotcha. So you went to the one that was closest to Borjo and Gregor.
Yes,
And
yes.
you rolled a
That's-
what to hit?
A 9. to hit.
9.
A
That
9,
didn't
I'm
do
afraid, does not hit.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay. So then I will just run past and slash, and as I get up to it, I try and stab it, but I guess I miss or
Yeah.
something.
You just kind of barely, just
The mud is too hard or
Yeah.
something.
kind of chips
I
off,
have
but it
no-
doesn't really seem
no.
to have much effect.
Gotcha.
So that's going to be Arn's turn, but a solid turn. Gregor, you were up, and then Borjo, you were on deck.
So I asked the group, are we going to take all these routes?
I think that's the best plan.
Okay,
Burn them.
I'm going to Burning Hands.
Unless we can get it out, lure everything out, but I don't think it's a plan.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to Burning
You know what?
Hands all the routes without.
We could
No.
just take the fruit and run, and then come back later.
That's a lot. in
These
6
colors
seconds.
don't run.
I'm gonna look at this. Yeah, hold on, look at this.
So
Yeah,
you say
hold
you're
on,
burning
yes.
hands?
No, I'm hesitating still. So I'm actually going to attack the zombie. That is.
That one is
shoot.
probably about like 8 to 10 feet away from you. So you would be able to use a ranged spell if you wanted.
Yeah.
Just know I'm unable to burn the roots again.
Yeah.
I ran out of spell slots.
Well, I mean, I can do it. I just.
I mean, you still got cantrip, but
And the fungi will keep coming back, and we can just uproot the plants and put them in the garden back home. I mean,
But I mean,
But
they
they're not
grow.
growing.
They grow here.
They're grow here.
You would
They don't grow
also
there.
presume that with these things
But hold on.
and their rotting touch, that they're probably not good for sustenance or.
Uh,
Oh, and you're right,
sustainability.
Casey. I can do it again. Sorry.
The plant.
No, you're good.
The like plant in the middle.
The
is not
violet
good for
fungi.
Oh yeah, I don't want to eat the fungi. I just. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking we can lure him out. Damn. Shoot, I'll just burn him. I mean, fuck.
you got
Yeah, do it. Just do what
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn the
What would
roots.
Gregor do? What would he do?
You got to survive this.
Yeah, I'll burn the roots.
Alright. I would definitely
Burn the
say
elk.
with where you're positioned, the
Elk
roots
tree.
would be caught in the cone. I kind of imagine your little frog form kind of kamehamehaing a cone of flame up in this moment. And I'm gonna say it's the roots, so they're gonna fail their dexterity saving throw. So go ahead and roll damage for me.
8
3d6?
damage.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But how many roots get hit? Like, I mean, is it like?
It is that
50-foot
entire
cone.
kind of gnarled, knotted batch. It's a coalescence of roots in one spot. Multiple groupings of roots all knotted together. And as you unleash this envelope of flame before you, you watch as the roots start to begin to be consumed in flames. The light blue luminescence that filled this chamber a moment ago now is replaced by orient red and yellow flame light.
Nice.
That shit on fire.
You watch as the roots themselves begin to be consumed by the flames. The 4 different fungi around you throw their pseudopod, or I guess 3 now, pseudopod-like hand tendrils up into the air, swerving wildly, screeching in pain as they begin to collapse and deflate, falling to the ground.
Nice.
You can see the roots themselves now completely consumed by the heat of your flames. It seems as though the flames were very effective against the roots.
One would hope so.
And before you now simply stands 2 mud zombies, currently illuminated by the firelight above and behind by the torchlight on the ground. So, with that being said, that was your action, Gregor.
Okay, so I have a dagger. That's like a simple finesse weapon. I can use a bonus action to attack with it.
Yeah, you can do a melee attack.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to. I want to hop to the one that's engaged with Arthur and Dees, and I guess I want to kind of take a cue from what Aaron tried to do by jumping and hitting him in the back. I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. I want to frog leap behind him, and as I'm coming down,
Okay, so you would have to go all the way around to the left side of Aaron then, because you're basically trying to do the same thing to the same one.
Oh no, the other one. I'm going the one that's fought with like.
Aaron attacked the one by me and Gregor.
Oh, was it? Okay, then yes. Okay, never mind. So then you jump over and try to do this attack. Yeah, you're definitely within range.
And I just roll a d20, right?
Straight d20 roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you got this.
Come on.
18.
18.
Yes.
18 hits.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Thwack.
3.
3 damage. Beautiful.
That's everything.
And that's going to end your turn. So next in the order is Borjo. Arthur, you're on deck.
All right.
Borjo looks over to the burning roots. Burn, motherfucker! And then I turn to the zombie in front of me and take a swing at it.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
18.
18 definitely hits.
11 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I want to decapitate this one too.
Literally rolls down
And it explodes.
settles in one of the gnarled roots on the ground. The body collapses to your side. You fall back to the ground after you leap up to strike and assess the room. That's your action. What would you like to do?
Bonus action, spit on its corpse. That's my turn.
Okay, that ends your turn. Next in the order is Arthur.
All right. Yeah. I look back. Greg, nice to use your hands like that. And then I'm gonna strike the other one in front.
Okay.
The other zombie that's in front.
The
of me,
one that's currently
strike.
grappling the professor.
The
Oh, he's grappling for-
only
oh,
enemy left.
I'm gonna run over there and be like, Professor, I got you. I'm gonna try to yank the professor out.
Okay.
Just attack them. Attack the zombie.
I will say that you can burn your action to try to break the grapple for the professor, if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do it. I've already said it. I'm committed. Damn.
There we go.
So give me an athletics check.
And it's committed.
Do it. And the 21 do it.
Woo!
Yeah, you managed to wrench the arms free surrounding the professor as you're kind of holding them tight in your hands. Pike, I'm assuming, kind of dropped to the ground as you're trying to free the
Yeah.
professor.
Yeah, I just like jammed the pike to the ground next to me because it's kind of like mucky. Just
Okay.
Professor, I got you.
And yeah, you managed to pull the arms free, and the professor, you are now broken free from the grapple. So that's your action.
Yeah. My bonus action. Well, I'm currently holding the arms, right? Because I
You're holding
broke the grapple.
by the wrists of this
Yeah.
mud zombie.
So, as I rip this mud zombie, as the muck's in my hands, as my bonus action, I'm like, Professor, get out of here. That ends my turn.
All right, that's going to end Arthur's turn. Next in the order is Archimedes.
Alright, so I'm gonna well, I've kind of take a step out. Like, it's not like I'm going anywhere. And I'm gonna smack this thing with my mace.
Beautiful. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Is it with advantage? Because I'm.
I'll say
Restraining
sure,
this
with
thing.
advantage.
Good, because I rolled a 7.
Okay.
Now I rolled well, 21.
Hell yeah,
Hey.
that hits.
21 club, yo.
6 damage.
Hell yeah.
Clunk.
As it muck splatters on my face. Oh,
Yeah.
it's in my mouth.
It just looks at you with this like a snarling face. You can see part of its mud and gore kind of slough off as you strike it with your mace, a little bit kind of lingering on the remnants of the end of your mace. That's going to be your action. You still have bonus action and movement.
Let's do an unarmed strike.
Yeah, baby.
Punch that bitch.
Punch it in its mucky face.
17.
17.
Get that.
It's actually less than that.
Okay,
13.
so you're taking your shield off, and 'cause do you have a shield?
I think he does.
Yeah, I do have a shield.
All right, so you're taking your shield off, so that's a -2 to your AC, and then you're punching it with your offhand.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
all right. You know,
suppose.
just for flavor, we're gonna treat it as though it's just an unarmed strike worth of damage, because there's like a whole feat around, doing damage with
Using
the
your
shield.
shield.
Yeah, and you're gaining the
Okay.
benefits of having that in your AC. But we'll just say you punch it with the butt of your shield, and it does whatever
Okay.
your unarmed strike is.
Or the
So,
butt of the hammer. Butt of the mace. You whacked it and then you went back.
yeah, but it's unarmed damage worth. Um,
13 is what he hit. What he attacked with.
so 13 would
I
hit.
did. And
-3.
it says 3. So, but you said I yeah.
It's supposed to be 1 plus your strength modifier, which is probably 2.
Yeah, and so I don't know. D&D Beyond just calls that 3.
Yep, that's because that's what that adds up to.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. I'm just
Did you do it? Did you knock him out?
no,
oh damn.
yeah, a bit of as he punches into the slawing mud and gored face of the zombie, kind of slushes back as it strings
Oy.
away from the face.
Dude.
That is Archimedes' turn. Next in the order is the mud zombie. In return, it just goes for another grapple on you as you just decked it in the face, Professor. I mean,
Well,
I figured.
am I still holding it, or is it trying to like break my grasp?
I mean,
You didn't
you
technically
didn't
grapple it.
Yeah, it's like you didn't technically grapple it. That was just for flavor. You broke a grapple.
Gotcha.
So going for a swing, but I don't
In the
think that
excitement,
hits.
I let my hands go.
That's a 14 to hit, Professor.
Nope.
Yeah. So, so that's gonna end its turn because that's all it can do. Next in the order, top of the round. No more roots giving off healing energy. So, Aaron, you are up, and then Gregor, you are on deck.
It's just that one zombie left.
Just that one mud zombie. Yeah.
Well,
Grab
I
the
will.
vegetables.
Well, I was thinking about it. No, let's just go help finish this thing off. I guess.
Stab
Try and
him.
finish it off. I'll just
Finish
get up
it.
there, all roguelike, and give him a good old attack with my daggers.
All right.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah, he's
Pokey
like
action.
almost completely surrounded at this point. So.
Yeah.
Alright. Natural 20!
Oh.
Yeah, that fucking hits.
Boom!
So that's a full D4, so 4 plus what, 2 D6s? Or are you still only 1 D6 right now?
1d6 stealth.
So that's
Sneak attack.
10 points of damage on top of whatever you roll for a D4 and a D6.
So I rolled normal damage, and then we add that to it? Is that what we're doing?
Are we doing bloody crits? We're doing bloody crits.
I
right?
believe that's what we're doing, but I have no idea how to do them.
So,
Yeah, I thought we said it.
since you have a D4 die in your dice roll, and you have a D6 die in your dice roll
I have 2 d4s. It's 2d4 plus 3.
for your
My
dagger,
dagger. Yeah. That's what it says right here.
D&D Beyond automatically doubles.
yeah,
Oh,
Like,
it doubled
you
it.
do a nat
because
20.
that's how normal criticals work.
No, I see it now.
So the way bloody crits work is you get to have one set of just completely maxed of the dice that you roll, and then you roll the regular amount of dice on top of that, because it's more guaranteed higher damage mathematically.
So 11 plus the.
So it would have been, if it's
nine?
a D4 and a D6, that's a total of 10 points.
10. So 21 damage.
And then you roll a D4 and a D6.
That's what I did. I got 11.
Okay, so and then, yeah, so you
11
add those
plus
together.
10 is 21.
Correct. So 21 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Nice. I guess I just get in there and give it one good leap up the back and just drag it down as I drop back to the ground.
And it splits like a pair of drapes. it's like sloth sliding down the sails of the
Like as it's
the
going
pirate
for
ship.
it's going for D's, I run up and just like no.
And yeah, you watch as it literally just kind of splits in front of you, Professor. As you
And
see
this
Arn
little halfling.
kind of standing there in its place right behind the now falling bisected form of the mud zombie you previously faced.
Flames all behind me.
The flames themselves beginning to somewhat subside. Um, the roots themselves, again, it's I think it's a first level spell, so not like it's not creating a wildfire in here or anything, but it did heavily burn up the gnarled roots themselves. And actually, as the flames begin to subside, you can see the root gnarl itself. It begins to kind of crack, and you watch as bits of broken bark, like chipping away from the burnt rubble of the outer shell, as though it's like weakly out, like almost like a weakly outstretched hand of gnarled root.
Can I go collect some of that?
Well, as it's mostly just like ash. Like it's a lot of the burnt.
Charcoal.
Can I get like
It's not really
charcoal?
charcoal. It's the burnt bark breaking off as the roots seemingly move with whatever little bit of life it has left. And as it does, it seems to release a lump of some sort of like twisted iron that kind of clunks to the ground.
Huh. Okay. That's interesting.
Let's get that.
Can we go collect? Can I go collect that?
Oh,
Yeah,
what is that?
you walk over to it. It's, I mean, you try to pick it
Is
up.
it hot?
What's your strength?
Oh, probably negative. I think I'm -1, maybe.
Okay, I mean it's not that heavy. It's about 8 pounds.
Oh, jeez, it's probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
but I
It's
don't know
pretty
how
heavy.
heavy that is for you. As you're kind of approaching it, since you're
Heavy.
the one walking up to it, give me a religion check.
Okie dokie. Wow, 16.
16.
What?
Yeah, with a 16, you're looking at this kind of gnarled and twisted up lump of iron here, and it looks like it might at one point have been meant as some sort of like grand holy icon of some sort, but the roots of the plant have completely crushed and warped it beyond recognition. That's what you can kind of tell for right now. And then the roots themselves kind of fall and collapse into rubbled ash.
So what should I call this? Like a gnarled iron
It's
relic?
it could be technically you can label it as once again.
Aaron, what did you find over there?
There's this crazy piece of iron that looks like it used to be something that fell from those roots.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So I believe
might be of some
Those would be
interest.
good resources.
Or Dianetta might find it interesting.
I believe Abradis
Do you want me
mentioned
to hold on to that?
a need for raw material,
Yeah, maybe Brady's could do something with it. I mean,
and that's a
there's-
lot of iron that could be used to
Okay.
make a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And in turn, with his help, Yezhin being able to, improve defenses and traps around the camp.
Did
So,
anybody look at the
Iron
vegetables
lump?
yet?
Do I just call it an iron lump?
just well, I think you track the amount of pounds of scrap that you collect. So, just label
Okay.
it scrap 8.
Scrap 8. Okay.
Yeah. For right now, until I can find the
Whoa,
proper
whoa, whoa.
nomenclature.
What do I do the tools? The
Scrap
scrap of
metal.
tools. Yeah. How what
Um,
would that be? 8 or 4 or
No, those
I'm
are
just-
listed as
it's total something totally different?
yeah, those are ancient tools.
Ancient tools. Okay.
Which I think we found 3 or 4.
Something like that.
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
I have scrap / ancient tools, and I have Yezhin tinkering 1, and then I have scrap metal at 8. Is that track?
What was the first one?
Scrap and ancient tools is one thing.
Okay, yeah. Well, they're separate things. Scrap metal is one thing, and then ancient tools is another thing.
Okay, so ancient tools, because that's what we found in the first place we went to with all the roots.
Yeah.
Tracking.
Okay, and then, well, this place has roots too, and then that's also where we got the Asian tinkering one, and then we have 8 scrap metal from this thing.
Yes.
So far.
That's what I'm
Now,
tracking.
what about is anybody checking out that fruit that was
Yeah, I'd like
or
to
the
check that out.
vegetation that was growing? Because this is interesting. I guess I'll
Yeah, let me take a
try to
whack at this.
bag the scrap metal, but that's probably about the most I can carry. So
Tracking. So you guys go and head back over to kind of that makeshift, like broken down planter box that was refurbished from some old wagon like device, but as you approach it, it looks like a rooted vegetable group of leaves kind of protruding from the dirt there. Kind of like beets and carrots and radishes, things of that nature. Things that wouldn't necessarily survive too well down here either, per se. But they seem to be thriving.
Okay.
is everybody there? Because
Yeah, I'd be going by there because I did put my torch near that area, so where the combat happened.
I guess I'm just walking up then to Arthur to see what he's found over there.
He walks over, he picks up his torch, kind of filling the room more so with the torchlight now that the rest of the flames have gone out on the roots. You approach, you see exactly what I described, the kind of different leaves of a number of different root-based vegetables that seem to be growing in this bed. Could be useful. You don't know if it's necessarily exactly what Sekker's looking for, but any form of sustenance down here is good, and maybe Sekker could make use of it.
Well, he might be able to learn something from it, so maybe we should take these at the very least.
Second would, definitely viable.
Can I make a investigation roll? Well, I'll go up to the professor. Professor, is there anything interesting about this area that may be the reason why these plants were growing here?
Maybe the soil content?
Since you're so learned, Professor?
You want me to look at fruit?
No, I'm asking you about the area. Is the area anything special about this area that's going to cause this fruit to grow here? Or this it's not really fruit, they're more like tubers.
What's the soil content look like here? You seem to have knowledge of...
I'm an archaeologist. I don't know too much about soil.
Here, let me try to assess the soil.
But aren't you more learned than anybody here? I would think, than any of us.
In my field, for sure.
Well, you've been around, have you not?
Somebody at the school. Oh. Let's see. Maybe I can think of something in a roll. I don't know.
You better roll good because you're losing faith points with with Arin at the moment. It's like, oh, I thought you were really smart and knew all kinds of stuff. I guess I was wrong. You're not really much of a professor.
I know a lot about buried treasure.
Well then, look at this metal thing we found here. Does this look anything significant? It looks interesting, but it's kind of oddly shaped.
You look at it, it is completely warped and twisted. Like I said, unfortunately, it seems to be kind of beyond recognition. It
I
looks
don't,
like
I
it
don't
could
see
have been
markings or anything.
some kind of religious icon or holy icon of some sort, but it's hard to tell.
Do I see like what kind of metal it is?
It does seem to be a form of twisted iron.
Iron, just iron. Yeah, I mean,
Lump it back into my backpack.
there's not much to be said about it. As for the tubers, I'm not so sure. Is there something I should roll to see if I know anything about it?
I mean, maybe we can
What are you trying
how's
to
the
look at?
soil look?
These fruit things that they were pointing out to
They're
me.
not fruit.
It's they're
don't know.
rooted vegetables.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. The veggie tables.
Yes. What are you trying to discern from the vegetables?
Oh, they're wanting me to discern something, and I have no clue. I'm not just gonna pull something out of my ass and be
Well,
like,
I was
I mean,
asking
maybe
you.
you can
"Yeah,
help
these are clearly
Arthur.
purple yams." Like,
Well, I'm trying
Oh,
to
maybe
figure
you can-
out if it's something. What's so special about this area that's making? Is there something special about this area that's making this grow, or is it
It
just
was those
like,
glowing roots.
or is it just these type of vegetables in particular? You know what I mean? The vegetables themselves.
I'm gonna say Aaron with
I feel like Aaron's the only one that knows this,
with
not me.
with the intelligence check that you made earlier, because I'm gonna hold it to the scene of 18. You would probably hear Gregor say what he just said and go, that makes sense. The roots and their healing light seem to have a
Okay.
positive effect on the roots, the root vegetables here.
Got it. Okay. Well,
So there is no more glowing roots at all either, right?
No,
You
those
burned
were
all of them.
completely burned. Yeah.
Well, I guess we could at least take these and maybe Setcher could do something with them, but the source of them growing, we kind of just burnt away. So
Yeah.
Can I just
it was
take
kind of.
a
It was
sample
either
of
us
that
or that.
soil and
this
bring it
moment.
back?
Can we like?
The roots were what made the plants grow, so I would just take all of the plants to bring back home.
Yeah,
So we can eat them.
yeah. Let's take the plants. Can we do that?
Yeah, you guys can easily harvest the plants. Go ahead and mark assorted vegetables in your inventory.
How many?
They're assorted.
In a assorted amount.
Yeah. Good amount.
Enough to where if
sack
somebody
worth.
with the right know-how might be able to make more with them. So
How much stew could we get from?
right hand. It's one
Forever
one,
stew.
one
We'll just
time
make
meal.
some forever stews.
I guess, should we head back to camp, y'all? Go back to...
How much?
We should probably head back. Is
How much
there another
time-
passage through this place, or was this?
You can see now that you're kind of looking through this chamber as it's filled with this Arlant firelight. You can adjacent to the way you entered the room, there is a kind of a adjacent opening. It's not necessarily a direct tunnel entryway like the way it is here. It's kind of more like the wall itself has kind of collapsed a bit, revealing an opening or hole into what appears to be another chamber.
Oh, there's more?
Remember, a lot of the structures that have been found here are mostly buried in this rock all around you. And it looks like some of that is kind of either collapsed or washed away, revealing, like at its thinnest point, it's just kind of collapsed down into rubble, revealing a hole into another chamber.
Who notices that? Aaron or all of us?
I would say you can all see it at this point. You guys have collected the roots, taken your time looking around this room now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask too. How much time has passed since the fight, like directly after the fight ended, to them looking around, digging up?
I'm
the
gonna
roots?
say from leaving camp to all the way up to right now, it's been like probably 4, maybe 4 hours.
We read
Specifically-
an hour.
Specifically from the end of the fight to the end of the fight with the zombies to them to
I mean,
like right now.
It's like 20, 30 minutes.
Okay, well, Borjo's passed out on the ground, bleeding profusely.
Okay.
I will go assess him.
He's not like, he's not like, he's not bleeding profusely, but he's pretty banged up, and he's just sleeping right now.
Okay.
I think we should
Boy,
not rest here.
Borjo's pretty worn out.
It's
Man,
a little
yeah,
early.
that was
Probably
one
What are
hell
your
of a
hit
fight.
points at?
I'm at 5 out of 28.
Oh shit!
I got banged up that
Alright.
fight.
As you're sleeping, as I'm like, he's worn out. I'm gonna use my, what is it, healing hands on you with my oh my god, I'm spacing out. My sangry feet, and yeah, I'm gonna heal you a little bit while you're sleeping, kind of.
Just give him a light tap
Oh,
on the shoulder.
Yeah, light tap, like slightly adjust him, move his axe off to the side just a little bit.
That's a bit weird. Okay.
Oh, that's worn out. So
He's a
So, yeah, here, let
fully
me-
grown halfling man.
I guess, could I propose to the group? This doesn't seem like the best place to rest. I think we should take what we found and go back to camp and
We should
do
do
a long
this.
rest there.
How much did you heal me, Casey?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to right now. D&D Beyond.
Oh,
It's
did
being
someone say
glitchy.
long rest?
Not quite yet.
This is not
proposing
the
one.
spot. We should
Or
So,
or we could clear out this rubble and
you're
pack
gonna
a little
heal 5 from the here. I'll get here. I'm gonna give you the total real quick. Let me just do this. So 1d8 plus my Sangromancy, whatever thing.
I think if Bo is getting healed, then we should be okay to move forward into this next chamber.
Well,
Depends on how much I get
blocked.
healed.
So I mean,
Oh, it's completely blocked.
well,
What's completely blocked?
So
there's some pathway. Did you say that there's a?
You're gonna heal 14.
It's not blocked. You guys just have to kind
14.
of climb through
Yeah.
the
14 in
hole
total.
into the other
Yeah.
chamber.
Yeah, I was just
And-
saying, clear that out. So
I'm all
It's
spent on healing.
traversable.
We should head back because by the
Oh,
time we get
boy.
back
Level
to camp, it'll be late, and
That should help you out for a bit.
we're all
I
pretty
think we need to
tired.
make our way back.
I'm still
Yeah.
sleeping a little bit.
Now.
I get up there and I kind of nuzzle Borgia. Get up. We gotta go.
Ugh.
This is
Did-
this is not the place
Did you
to
guys
rest,
pick
buddy.
You picked the plants out of the ground?
Yeah, we got everything. We're
this place is scrapped.
gonna head back. We can
Oh,
go further,
good.
but I think it's better safe. Better safe. To
I'm pretty beat. I agree.
Here,
Yeah.
you want me to hop on my back and carry you back? It's no problem.
I'll be alright. I can walk.
Hey, there's
okay.
nothing wrong with a little rest.
I'll stand up and get ready to head back with everybody
Oh,
else.
you're a tough one.
All right, let's go, everybody.
All right.
I want to
Hello, Gregor.
recast my detect good and evil.
Okay, so you recast your detect good and evil. You guys start making your way back towards the way you came through the tunnels back to the previous chamber. Professor, give me a straight D20 roll.
Okay.
Oh wow, I just found out I'm resistant to necrotic. I just realized that.
7.
10? Okay.
7.
Oh, a 7. Okay. Let's see.
Man,
Changes everything.
no, you did a D20. Was it supposed to be a D20, or I thought it was supposed to be a roll percentile?
No, this one was a D20.
Oh, D.
But now, Aaron, I need you to roll a percentile for me.
Hey. He's got something up his sleeve.
Yeah, figures 48.
48. Okay. You guys, eventually after traversing 45 minutes, it takes a little bit longer because it was easier going down the kind of sloped tunnel. Now you're kind of going more uphill. But eventually you return back into the chamber where you previously faced the shadows. eventually making your way back towards the other side of the tunnel, to the tunnel, and then spend the next number of hours making your way back towards the camp. And as you guys eventually, turn the corner of the tunnel and can see the kind of ramshackled, sharpened edges that to most could be construed as utterly terrifying in a very Mad Max sort of way, you look up at these barricades and actually have a small sense of relief as you return back to the sanctuary that is provided by the campsite here.
Okay.
And as you guys are approaching the fence themselves, I think that's where we'll go ahead and call tonight's session. I think that's a good
Cool.
cutoff point. I think if we jump into it now, it'll be at least another hour.
Be like
so.
3 more hours.
So,
Well, we were just going to take a long rest pretty much anyways, right?
Well, we're gonna turn our shit in.
Oh, true. We were going to go
Turn
talk
all
to
our
him
shit in.
all.
yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
like the day is still relatively young. It's hard to
Well,
tell what time it is in this place, but
I just know I got my ass kicked really hard twice because the shadows put me down to like 9 health, and I got put down to 5 health from the zombie of the
But-
mushrooms. Borgio got beat the fuck up.
but
He
did
is-
you
Got lucky
die?
this time.
But did you die?
No, I didn't die. I didn't
He was
die.
great. You never got knocked
Hey
down.
man, you have
I kept
Boys,
I'm just
dodging
saying,
down.
everything.
You would be tired too after getting hit that much.
Yeah,
For
it's
sure.
true. It's true. But no, I think you guys handled it well. It was a interesting encounter. You guys found some stuff along the way. Definitely are chipping away at some of those things that you can do to help around the camp. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed.
just for your note, Aaron, I am keeping track of my arrows and when I use them and how many I'm using.
Good.
Just if that was something.
yeah.
No,
And the
yeah,
same
I mean,
with
that
my
is
torch.
that is something you want to be
So-
tracking. So, and that's something you might
Did
be
you
able
ever say
to.
that you retrieved them or anything?
Okay.
Like, have you been trying to retrieve them at all?
No.
Usually, arrows. I mean, you can do some dice rolls to find out how many are broken and blah 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 blah. But it
I'm
doesn't
not
really
gonna-
help for brevity. At the end of sessions, we can always just do an overall roll for how many were recovered potentially. Just roll.
I'm not worried at the moment.
Okay.
When I get down to the nitty gritty, maybe I'll start worried about it. But
Okay.
I might be able to get some more or find some more soon.
That's 6 torches.
Definitely. But I think officially that is where we'll go ahead and call tonight's session. I really hope you all enjoyed,
Cool.
and
fun.
that's where we'll go ahead and
Yeah, man, that was